Well, let's get the show started, gentlemen. It's episode 23. 23. Last week we were at Retro Taco in downtown Riverside, which is a very, very nice venue. Thank you to Retro Taco for having us.
Yes.
Thanks for all the shout outs on Instagram. We got some mad love this week. And also this episode is brought to you by my michi cruda.
How do you do that?
And it is michi time.
It's michi time.
Michi time.
Always michi time.
Yeah, thank you so much. Check out the rimming dips along with those flavored gummies. Delicious, delicious, delicious. We'll wrap it up with another shot at the end of the show. But let's get started. I know, Christian, you're not partaking in any drink today.
Correct.
Good for you, man. That's good for you. Travis, we still have this. What do you call this big old handle of?
That's that 5 times.
What is it? Seagrams?
Yeah, Seagrams vodka.
Can't go wrong with vodka.
This has lasted us 2 shows just because you weren't drinking. So what I brought, I had all that shit right there. Those Seagrams. These are Seagrams too.
See.
So what I've been doing, just mixing because these were left over. These are like
Yeah.
3
Make a drink with the drink, right?
3.2%.
Yeah, not too much. Not overwhelming.
So that's what I was doing, and it tastes really good. So just
Which one you got? What is this?
at your leisure.
Raspberry?
Yeah,
Raspberry?
there's like a margarita one there too.
Oh shit.
Or something. What is it called?
Seagrams
Classic lime.
Escapes.
Yeah, these are Seagrams Escapes. These are like
So you got vodka, obviously ice.
Yeah.
And that one's passion fruit mango.
Yeah, this one's passion fruit mango.
Same for you,
This is
Trav?
the passion fruit. Yeah.
And then just
Pretty
mix
good.
it with your vodka
Yeah.
and make
Stronger drink.
We're alcoholics.
Yeah,
that's not bad. Ooh, that's got some. We got a little bite.
See, at first, by themselves, they're nothing.
Yeah,
But they come together.
I mean, I did pour like I don't know, 4 ounces of vodka in there.
I'm gonna feel that.
Oh, that's better. Ooh, wow. What's going on this week with you guys? What's happening? Hi, how are you?
Hey.
Uh,
Nothing, man. I haven't been doing anything.
you didn't do anything this week?
Nothing.
Have you been working?
No.
No.
I'm not working right now.
Oh, okay. Wow. Good for you.
I'm trying to be safe.
Oh, wow. I'm trying to be like the rest of the population.
Exactly.
Just hang out at home
That's it.
off the government tip.
Now I know what it feels like.
For real?
Yeah.
You really haven't been working?
No, for real. Like
dang.
for like a week. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it sucks.
Really?
It really does.
Because you're not at work, or what is?
You lose your structure. You know, if you don't like plan for the time off, you kind of lose that structure that you have.
I get it.
Okay.
It feels
I
weird.
get it.
Like it's like you don't have to wake up, but you should wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you usually decide not to wake up.
Yeah.
You know, and then that kind of throws off the whole day, and the
Yeah.
whole pattern is different.
So and then you got to get back to
Yeah,
when it's time.
I would actually have to get used to being off, which is weird.
So are you?
I get it.
Are you gonna go back to work?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You didn't get like fired or nothing.
I might already be fired.
Was it a?
It's not like they don't fire people on their day off.
Was it an expected vacation or an unexpected vacation?
You know, anyone who gets laid off in this time, they get considered a COVID death. I'm just saying.
Well,
It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little
Well,
bit of both.
everything will be better for everyone
Yes.
for sure.
What's up with
Yeah.
you, Chico?
Yeah, that stuff's just temporary, Trav. Because
Yeah.
I've been, trust me, man, I've been through mine.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, what's the deal?
Yeah,
Show and tell.
what's going on?
Vegas was a big.
Oh yeah, you did go to Vegas. That's right.
Yeah, man, I went to Vegas. It was. I just had to get away, man. I had to get
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Throw some,
Different
money
environment.
away. I guess that's basically
Make
what
some
it
money.
is. Yeah. Well, I was up a lot and
Yeah.
wasn't walking out the same. But that's okay. That's what it's about. That's part
one
of the
those
fun.
life left
Yeah,
lessons,
that's part of
yeah.
the fun. But me and my buddy and a couple other my buddies went out there and stayed out there for a couple nights.
Yeah.
Went to the pool. Everything's normal.
Yeah.
People are wearing. They'll check they'll check your temperature
Where?
when you walk in the hotel to check in though.
What? Hit you with the
Yeah.
laser?
Me and my buddy went into the little area where you check in.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Sir," I was like, "Whoa, hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
There was like a little podium,
Yeah.
and I thought it was just
Yeah.
like general info.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
where's the bathroom? Over
Yeah.
there, sir. But no, he was like, oh, I gotta check, Asian dude. I gotta check temperature, like that. And I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
And then another security guard was right next to him. I was like, what? All right, whatever. I'm here to check in. Is that guy with you? The security.
Yeah.
I said, yeah. Is his name on the room? He's all no. He's all he has to wait over there like
Oh,
that. I was like,
what?
oh, dig, man, that's a little different.
Mhm.
And then Jonah's all peace. So
They check his temperature too.
no, because only the person that like if it's under your name,
That makes no sense.
it doesn't make sense.
It's
Zero
stupid.
sense.
But do you see how
Yeah.
manipulative this shit
That
is?
is
Yeah.
exactly what we're saying. And
They're
then
doing exactly.
Jonah's just like,
what
that's
the rules
weird.
say.
I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he was getting his little temp gun out, and he was just like, okay, move closer, sir. I was like, all right. Do I need a mask right now? I'm a little
Oh, yeah.
And I said to the security guy, I said, is he a doctor? Like that while he was doing
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
you know? And then I looked at it. I said, are you a doctor? And then he said, no, sir. I'm not a doctor. I'm hotel. What was the word he used? Like it had nothing to do with the doctor. Like,
I'm a valet.
Yeah.
Not the
I work in the
New
kitchen.
hire.
concierge or something. I forgot what he said, but he had like an answer. I
Mm.
said, "Oh, okay. So like, how do you know when a temp is too high? Like, what's
Yeah.
your? What? I
Yeah.
really asked
Yeah.
these questions."
Yeah.
And he's just like, and then the security guard butted in. Anything over 100, like that. I was just like,
So he-
well,
that guy
that's
didn't
a
even know.
broad range.
It's 100 outside.
Yeah.
That's a broad, range. And how do you determine if 100 is like? What if I have 99.8?
Yeah.
And
Then you're good.
I
It's
walk in-
fluctuating.
Then you're good.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
Jonah, my homeboy that just was with me,
Yeah.
he has it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Let's just say, for
So-
example, he did. And it defeats the purpose of what they're doing.
Well, so do they? So anybody could just walk in as long as you're not checking in.
Yes.
So
So
stupid.
it's so
Yeah.
weird. The people that are giving them money
Yeah.
are the ones that, I don't
Are
want to say
being
suffer,
harassed.
but let's
Basically.
call it. Yeah, let's call it. What
But it is
'cause
like
a
that all
form
the
of
time.
that.
It's just like when you required to wear a mask around the city,
Yeah.
and like homeless are exempt. Like it don't make no fucking
Yeah,
sense.
like just to flex a little bit because
Oh,
you
wow.
chose to stay with us. Now we got you.
I'm
You know what I mean?
kind of lost right now. Like, what the hell would be the point of that?
I don't know.
Just so you
I
know
don't.
that I don't know. Maybe that's their legal liability.
Yeah, it is.
limit.
That they have someone there
Yeah.
Or
that's
a certain
checking in their guests.
He
Right,
did have
right.
he did have a piece of paper with a bunch of names
What
because
is
he
it,
did ask
with
me
your
my
name too?
Exactly.
Oh, so
Oh, shit.
dang, they're already
they-
tracing
You
you
were
out
on
there.
the list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're already.
But I'm just saying
Maybe
maybe-
so they know who to contact.
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. But
Because
then
they can't ask for information for everyone.
No,
coming
you
in
can't.
unless you're,
Yeah.
You can't ask people who they are.
Yeah, I won't be booking any rooms.
Yeah, that's a.
it's crazy,
this
huh?
would be a
And then
John Doe.
I mean, it was the emptiest I've seen it.
Really?
But honestly, it was like the smell of the casino was like
Mm-hmm.
fresh.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well, no one's been there in 3 months.
Hey, when I go to
Yeah.
casinos and smoke a lot,
Yeah.
like I get like a
Little
low key
hives,
rash,
little
and hives
hives, yeah.
sometimes, and I don't like it, especially it's hot. It's usually hot.
Yeah.
Where there's smoke,
Yeah.
it's always hot. No
Yeah.
matter like if it's your old auntie's house
Yeah.
or the babysitter, she's
True.
smoking
It's a different type of
There's
chain
heat.
smoker.
There's
Yeah,
heat.
it's just nasty. Anyway, it was empty. It smelled good.
Nice.
And I was like, are you allowed to smoke in here? Like, just looking around, and I
Yeah.
see a dude, like, hit his vape or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I guess so. Like, is vape allowed? Like, I didn't
Yeah.
know, that's a new
Yeah,
thing
it's
for
been
me.
a while. Yeah.
Is vape allowed over here? Like, I'm like a concerned citizen, like, I just want to know my limits. You know what
So
I'm
could they
saying?
smoke in there?
Well, yeah, I seen someone
Yeah.
vaping it up, like,
Okay.
crazy in a few
That's cool.
other spots. But it's hard to determine because there's like 10% of the people that were used to being at a casino on a weekend. I'm sorry. There's 40%. I'll give 40%.
Okay.
That's
40.
still.
Yeah.
It's up there, but
That's nothing.
But that's
it's-
such a different
bro,
feel from
you had to
any
look
other
for those
time.
smokers. That's why
Yeah.
it was a question in my
Ah.
mind
Oh, wow.
because smokers are even smaller percentage.
So,
So
what about the people who were gambling? What did that look like?
it was
at
weird.
the-
I didn't gamble any tables because I didn't have like my mask on me all the time.
What do you
because
mean a mask?
That's what they require.
So the dealers have a mask.
What tell us about the mask? Keywords. Oh man. So wants me to keep going on the mask. So you mean to tell me that
No one has.
Vegas,
Oh, man.
the hotel? Tell me the hotel. Yeah, just digging deep, digging deep, digging deep. I like it. I love it.
No, but what about the
No,
tables though?
there's like dividers, like plastic clear
real?
dividers.
So
Yeah.
they could be cheating you. You can't even see clearly. at the person.
That's true.
Should you be
No.
looking at the person? Is that acceptable in the?
I always look at the person.
That's-
I look at when he's dealing.
Oh,
Just to see if they're
dealer.
honest.
No, the dealer's not shielded.
Okay, who's shielded?
The players.
Oh, in between?
Yeah.
I'm worried about the dealer. Fuck the players.
And you can see the dealer clearly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no problem.
So there's
there.
nothing between you and the dealer.
Distance.
It's
That's so stupid.
Distance.
you know, because viruses can only
so
can only go within a
It's
foot
weird.
of the
It's weird.
divider. You
It's
know
so
that, right?
weird.
Viruses don't go in vertical, horizontal like directions. Like it can loop around a corner.
And
That's with anything. Yeah, you're right.
And there's a couple
Wow.
of other weird dividers on like
Yeah.
Just different
just-
things.
added
Added
things.
Yeah.
Like even in the bathroom, there was
Okay,
a little
imagine if
divider.
someone.
Like, why is this here? I
in
don't
between
know.
the like urinals.
No, I don't. I'm trying. I'm really
Everything.
trying to think. I don't know why it
Yeah.
was there, but it was like by the sinks and I don't know. It didn't make
yeah,
sense.
this
Like
is a different.
it was a urinal in the sink, so
dimension.
maybe I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
But it was weird.
Were you gonna say something, Trav?
Yeah, this is like fucking the Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
It's 100% like if someone told me in December,
yeah,
Merry Christmas,
yeah,
guess what? I'm gonna give you a secret to the future.
yeah,
By June, July, you won't be able to touch anyone.
yeah.
You'll have to wear a mask. There'll be plastic dividers between everyone.
Yeah.
And I would ask something like, why? That's just stupid. Why?
Yeah.
Because it protects you from a virus that's not
Mhm.
deadly. Like, what?
Like,
I would lose my mind.
You
Okay.
probably punch him. You probably punch him.
You've been smoking some good crack.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where we are. We're fucking in the Twilight Zone.
What about the slot machines?
slot machines? There were
yeah.
dividers on those too.
But you're
between
touching the same
between
fucking-
yeah.
Like,
well, hold on. Yeah, right.
Some, not all of them. Not all of them. Like, you know, the ones that with that they have a bench for like two
Yeah,
players, the
yeah,
bigger
yeah.
machines.
Yeah.
Those didn't.
Mhm.
But some of the smaller ones
Yeah.
where you sit next to clear divider,
Right.
just like raised.
Yeah.
and that was it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Hmm.
But it was, I mean,
Can the virus go past 6?
right.
Is there a height? Like, can it not jump?
Yeah,
Like
there
it
is.
can only
No
stay- and there's
jump, no jumps, it
ventilation.
can't
Yeah,
jump,
it can't
no.
jump. It only goes this
Yeah.
straight ahead.
wait, what's the day? Oh, they could have a jump day today.
Okay,
Actually,
okay.
Yeah.
Only
So-
on
I was
Tuesday.
good then.
So
I was
at,
good.
at the craps table, it can only go side to side.
Yes.
If you're in the grocery store,
Yeah.
it can only go
It can
one
only go straight.
straight because the
Wow.
divider from the
Yeah.
clerk.
No, it depends on the dice, which way the dice roll. That's which way it's
Yeah.
going.
I thought it was which way the door was facing, like what
Yeah,
direction.
and if you go to Walmart, like it doesn't, like it's not in Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart's
Okay.
different.
If you go to Costco, like the virus isn't there either,
yeah, man.
right?
I'm
Yeah.
loving it.
Yeah.
I'm loving
We
it.
really
Like
want
home-
There's
to.
definitely a ramping up of the whole fear.
But the pool's open.
thing. Oh, the
Mm.
pool's, oh,
The
okay.
bar's open like normal
Chlorine
down
kills
there.
the virus, I
We're-
think.
yeah, of course. Were people wearing their masks inside the pool?
You know what? I seen maybe.
I knew it. I knew it.
Maybe
I knew it.
it's not like maybe two. It's nothing
Yeah.
major, and the
Yeah.
pool was packed, man.
Yeah. You know what you should did? You should have splashed those people.
No,
It
you
was.
should have brought waterproof mask. Yeah.
Oh, you mean?
yeah.
Oh, you mean like
Yeah.
a scuba?
Yeah,
scuba
it
mask?
doesn't let air in or out, so you can only use it underwater.
You just
for
put a
so
balloon
long.
over your head.
Anytime you're good
Yeah.
Oh
in
my
water or
God.
out.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
This is amazing.
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
was, but it was normal. The pool was normal.
Oh,
almost.
okay.
Yeah.
Line. Yeah.
No clubs.
No clubs.
What about the inner bars?
Yeah, so the lounges. That's
the
my.
lounges,
I
yeah, yeah.
love
I like the
lounges,
lounges,
man. I prefer lounges over bars and I mean
Yeah.
clubs any day. But those are a thing.
Okay.
Their thing is around it, like you got to get a table,
Right.
order your
Yeah.
drinks, but the music like bumping.
Oh, okay.
Like it was dope. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
want to go back to
Yeah.
that spot because it was
Right.
that dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It was only a couple nights. We only did that one night, but
Mhm.
it was dope. Like a little craft kitchen and all that.
Oh, that's tight.
And then you
Short
see,
ribs,
and
the
then
whole bit. I
the
like
music
that.
is actually what drew me in from a distance.
right.
I was
It's like, is it a club?
yeah,
Oh, no, it's
yeah,
awesome.
for real.
That's cool.
It was DJ Quick, Tony. Let's
actually
get down.
really
I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you know, I gotta go there.
Yeah.
Can
So,
you still hear each other though?
oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No.
So it's just in the background. Okay.
but it's loud though. Like it's
Mm.
it's
Yeah.
perfect. It's perfect.
Okay.
I'll go back there and then you saw people slowly going on the entryway
Yeah.
Mm.
where they weren't allowing any more people
Yeah.
in, but they were turning that to a dance little area.
So was there dancing inside the lounge?
Low key, yeah, low key. There was like
was
six
there
people.
was there
but,
room for a dancing area?
no,
Okay, see that's the
no,
thing.
but
The dance
people
floor.
were at their table,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like
Jamming.
That's
'cause,
like
you know, there's like a little, I don't know, it was spacey environment, so people were getting up in their own area because there was like lounge chairs.
What
and
if
things
someone
like
was twerking 6 feet away from you? Would that offend you while you're
No,
eating?
because it might fart.
It
Yeah.
would or would it?
It would offend me.
Yeah,
Would it
fart.
offend you?
It depends how hard they fart.
Yeah.
Because people say that you can't fart and you can't flush the toilet because it's going to spread the.
Exactly.
She's in front of me doing that,
No, 6 feet away. The
Oh,
reasonable
no.
distance.
That's it.
twerking.
Yeah.
That's it. Nope.
I asked this because this actually happened to me one
This
time.
guy.
Weird.
I
No,
swear.
I mean,
Late night, Grams barbecue,
Oh, I love grams.
1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. People were still faded, turned up. I'm eating some cheese grits,
Yeah.
something
I
like that.
this.
Something warm, hearty, comfort food, and all of a sudden,
Somebody
warning.
ripped it?
no.
Oh, someone was
just
twerking on
started
it.
Heavy twerking.
Oh.
And they were wearing one of them club outfits
Uh-huh.
that look good in the dark.
Yeah.
oh, and
Yeah.
slide up.
And,
Like a
it
sundress?
was
One of those Forever 21 joints.
Yeah, you know.
man. Was she wearing sodas?
But you just
two-
turned
30.
30.
2 or 3 wear type outfits. But anyways, the point is like you would think you would be like, oh, okay, we should just turn it up. No,
Yeah.
I couldn't eat no more.
Yeah.
That was bad.
I love grams. We used to go
That was delicious.
after mezcal, after we
But-
got off work.
Good thing I wasn't eating. I was just drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so you
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
different. I
Yeah.
made that a point to eat by. Well, I was down to eat by myself, but
Yeah.
my buddy joined me.
Nice.
And nice intimate dinner.
That's cool.
Oh,
That's nice.
That's
Yeah.
what it's about.
Did you walk the strip at all?
Yeah. a
Sorry,
little
we're gonna
bit.
talk about this Vegas shit
No,
because
no,
this
no,
is
yeah.
brand
No,
new.
this is-
It's brand.
this
He's
is-
like he's the first.
Yeah, you're like
He's the pioneer.
Yeah,
Just it. Thank you.
Take it away, Christian.
Tell us about this new world.
This is Christian signing on.
This is irate news.
I right? Yeah.
It's real news, man. And so many people are rushing to Vegas right now.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah, like everyone.
Yeah.
Every other
yeah.
person I'm talking to, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to Vegas. I'm gonna go to Vegas." I'm
Uh-huh.
like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Shit.
Some
I should've
$10
went
rooms.
last week. Huh?
Some $10 rooms.
Yeah.
But you know, I walked the strip a little
Okay.
bit.
How
I
was
walked the
that?
strip.
Was like-
very little. Well, we were in 2 spots back and forth just because the place we stayed at with our buddy a couple years ago was
Yeah.
the same spot that we went to the pool because we liked the pool.
Mhm.
So we went there for the pool, and then I was across the street. That was just normal. No one was really on the strip. It was kind of dead.
Yeah.
Like it was like 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. We walked to the mall across the street from our hotel area.
Yeah.
That was cool. There was a gang of people in the mall.
Tight. No temperature
50
checks.
No temp checks.
I like that. See?
My buddy wanted
You
to go
see?
to he wanted to go to Dick's to get
Yeah.
some Allen Iversons that just came out.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Oh, that fool's still alive?
So he
about
so
to
he
get
wanted to
some
go
meals, too.
try to get them, but they didn't have them.
Uh-huh.
So we were just browsing around looking at shoes. Like it was dope, but
Yeah.
we didn't do too much walking of that because we just kind of stayed in our own area.
Did you happen to check out the Circle Bar?
Circle Bar? No.
It's
Where
the
is
one in
that?
between the Link and.
Oh, that little outside joint.
Yeah, yeah,
where
yeah.
everyone. No, I did not.
I
did
love
not.
that place.
Nope.
It's
That's the
expensive
usual-
as fuck though.
Is
It
it?
is.
Yeah?
The drinks are really expensive there. Yeah.
That's the one
Why?
with the stage on it too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
yeah. I hear what you're saying, but no, I didn't go that far. I was on the other side.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Is
But,
it worth it?
a lot of things
Yeah.
were like
It is.
I needed like, oh dang, I got to go to the store.
Yeah.
Let's go. But CVS was like super close to
Yeah.
where we are, like super close in the same spot. So
Hmm.
it was easy for that. And the mall was across the street.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was cool, man. Like I'm glad I went there
Yeah.
at this time,
Right.
rather than 6 months
At
from
the
now.
end of
Were
the
there
summer.
I prefer
people-
this crowd because
Yeah.
it's-
Were there people that were obviously like nervous? You know,
I could tell by their mask. That's
yeah.
how like
Oh, they were-
Sanitizer.
if
Oh,
someone's like half-assed in their
Yeah.
mask, and I know they don't care.
People were outside with their mask on.
Yeah, people were. Yeah, it was.
Then
Really
why go?
scattered.
If you're gonna go to Vegas, why go with your mask?
But no one too freaked out.
Right.
Something freaked me out when a Mexican family.
Mm-hmm.
I say there was like about 5 of them, and just the dad had the mask on, and the rest of the family members didn't.
Oh,
So-
you're like trying to like wait a
See,
minute.
but usually
Well-
if people are sick, they wear the mask.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or
Mm, or-
people that have the mask
Yeah.
have it.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you're sick, you wear the mask.
Oh, I mean, okay, no, I'm saying like that way you don't get COVID
Oh,
type of sick. Like you not sick with COVID,
Yeah.
but sick with
anything.
is it cancer on chemo or something?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Autoimmune.
So- But I'm so quick to
Compromise.
like judge, and I judge people like mass, like
Yeah.
oh, like I think we
Yeah.
talked about
Got
this
it.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, my guy Trav over there is not wearing a mask. That's
Yeah.
why he's my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, my brother's wearing a half down. Oh, because there's a
Yeah.
bunch of it's
Yeah.
required. Okay, shoot.
He's
Okay,
complying.
yeah, he's complying. Okay,
Mm.
but as soon as he goes in
Don't
the
use that
area
word.
where they say, yeah, no mask, I know that's why he's my guy.
I was wondering if you were gonna let us get away with
No,
But
no.
we don't know
Come
why.
on.
You know what I mean?
All
But I
right.
judge. I
Triggers.
judge like, oh, this
Yeah.
guy's a real G. Or does he not have a mask?
But then
Did he
it-
forget his mask?
Out there raw dogging life.
Sometimes-
What's he think about the mask? like that.
This is a big subject though, man.
Because
Especially for us, because we're in California, so not everywhere is like it. It's only like a lot of the blue states, like especially like Texas now. Basically, Newsom is the governor of Texas now, so Texas
up
is
with
copying us
Okay.
because they're buddies. The
Yeah.
Texas governor and Newsom are
Yeah, the
buddies.
cool guys.
Yeah, exactly.
I
For
can, see
real.
why, I can kind of see why people don't like him, but I don't think it has
Thank you,
anything
Travis,
to
for saying
do-
that, man.
I don't know the
I
guy.
don't think it has anything to do with all his decisions. I think he's just not likable at a certain level.
Yeah,
But
okay.
I mean,
He's just too
what's
It's
the worst thing that he's ever done? Because I don't know. Because I don't know.
exactly.
him
That's
on
why
a-
I understand. But he's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Not douchey. What's below douchey?
You're a dickhead.
Arrogant.
You're a dickhead.
Arrogant. No, there's I think.
So
Those are equivalent, bro.
no, it's like asshole.
Okay.
Wait,
Uh,
top from bottom or bottom top?
Bottom to top.
Bottom
so
to
you're
top.
like if you're
Yeah.
like that guy's a fool.
Yeah.
Like just don't bother with that guy.
Yeah.
The guy's an asshole. Like
Yeah.
he'll tell you what he thinks.
Right.
Like you're a dickhead. Like that motherfucker's mean.
Okay.
And then you're a fucking douche. Like fuck that guy.
You're a piece
Oh,
of
so
shit.
what is he now?
Yeah.
He's like
okay.
a dickhead.
So dickhead.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
Not agreeing with the words, but the levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel me? So agreeing with the levels.
It's just my encyclopedia.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, it's like I'm
Uncle has a
kind of
naughty
getting it now. Yeah. I'm like, yo, like you fluctuate so much,
Hey boys.
and you don't stick to like a certain way. Like
He
if
changed.
someone
he's
makes a
changed.
decision,
Yeah.
even if you don't like the guy, you gotta respect them. Rather than like them. You feel me?
Yeah,
Because
but-
you took a stand, even though it's ass backwards, whatever it is. I respect
Yeah.
your honesty.
So let me
Yeah.
tell you. This is 2 seconds about this fool because
Okay.
Is he worse than the last guy?
yeah, of course. This guy,
Yeah.
before he came governor of California, he was the mayor of San Francisco. And if
Mm.
we all know anything about San Francisco, it's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's a shithole.
Well,
he
I
let
don't want to disrespect people from San Francisco.
no.
It could be much better.
I never said that.
Yeah.
I said the city that he was
Right.
mayor of
Mm.
became a shithole because he
Oh,
let
okay.
that city go like
How
that.
long was he married?
I don't know.
Fuck.
Not sure how long
That,
he was
I mean,
mayor.
that's
He
talented.
I
was-
love
he
Frisco, man. It's the dirtiest, ugliest
Yeah,
city,
no,
man.
seriously.
I love it. I want it to be better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you have it's
Just like DTLA, same
also
thing.
Seattle.
They're so historic, man. Like we.
Also
So-
Seattle,
That makes a good point.
Downtown
What
Seattle?
if
beautiful.
exactly? I think a lot of the money, and I
Just
don't
like San
want to
Francisco.
make this political,
Really?
but a
No,
lot
yeah,
of the
yeah,
money,
for sure.
that they say take away from the police department could go directly to fixing all these fucking potholes and making the city.
Thank you,
better,
Travis.
Yes.
Fixing the
Look, could you
freeways,
imagine?
upgrading the
Little
sidewalks.
things that are the biggest things.
Yeah, LA sidewalks are trash.
Mhm.
Like it's a fucking hazard. Like if you survive a
Yeah.
sidewalk in LA
Yeah,
for multiple reasons, not in the nice areas, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about where the trees are uprooted,
yeah.
the concrete's falling apart.
Yeah.
Like, there's children that walk that same block
So-
every single fucking
So you
day.
guys, ow,
Yeah. Yeah, they biting.
sound like a flea on me. So if you guys know that anywhere on the 91 freeway
Yeah.
is dude, it's like driving through Iraq, like
Yeah, it's
in the
bad.
fucking war
No,
zone.
Iraq is better. They constantly have
But
contractors.
could you
out there.
imagine if you went one morning and
Yeah.
you saw like a brand new
Yeah.
freeway? It was
Yeah.
wide. It had lights on it,
Yeah.
like solar lights when
solar
you're driving
lights
home.
where the street lights
And
up.
it's
Yeah.
all white, like the headlights for the car. I'd be like,
Yeah.
dang man, okay, these guys are really doing something
Yeah.
over here. Like I could see where my money is going.
That's why when I brought up that this shit has to be by design, because if you had nicer streets, your car wouldn't break down.
Yeah,
so
of
fucking-
course.
Bro, there's 8 potholes between Rancho and here that I avoid like the plague. I don't even drive on that side of the street because I know they're coming up
That's
and I know
whack.
they're not being
Yeah.
filled up. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
why is that
it's
a
ugly,
thing?
man. It's
Just
ugly.
pour some sand in that bitch.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't care if you don't fix it. Pour sand in it.
Yeah.
Keep the integrity of your seat. I go the same thing with
Exactly.
my neighborhood
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Neighbors trying to park on their lawns.
Oh, dang.
Backwards.
Yeah.
I
That's
had to tell
mobile
them.
shit.
I told them.
You gotta
I
check
told
them.
these neighbors of mine in the most polite, firm way that you can, and they so far they've respected it.
Yeah.
But yeah, potholes. I seen some cool things that on YouTube, like some dude filled
Mm-hmm.
a big pothole in their neighborhood with soil, and he put a plant, and people were just he put water. He was there watering it.
Because it ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So might as well make it beautiful. Was the thing. Like, look it up. Like, it's dope. It's
I
a
seen
cool
that.
video.
I seen
Actually,
that.
that's
People
a
are
good-
driving around
if
it
someone wants to
slower
do that,
now. You know, another thing, slower.
Yeah.
So
That's smart.
the
man.
cooler thing I saw, or the funnier thing I saw about the potholes,
yeah.
this
I
guy,
was supposed to
this
do
guy was drawing dicks around the potholes, so they would,
Oh,
they would have to come and fix them.
Genius.
But even DJ Quick made a video on his story.
Yeah.
He was walking through the streets of Compton. He was visiting his family's whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and he was going. I seen about 20 potholes within his 15, 30-second
Yeah.
story, and he
Oh,
was
dang.
pissed. He was like, well, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. What the f, Compton?
Yeah.
Mayor, get your shit right. Get
Yeah.
your city right. This
I mean,
bullshit. Like, it was
Yeah.
bad, dude.
simplest thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, you run a whole city. You got city planners out there. You got a mob of
Yeah.
construction workers.
Yeah.
Filling a pothole professionally
Yeah.
may take 2-3 hours, but like that's if you do it with the shit. But like you should have some temporary motherfuckers out there.
But here's the difference. If you notice, and it's not a direct comparison to the people who are involved in these counties. But if
Right.
you go to Riverside County, to LA County, to Orange County, if you go to Orange County, like if you drive through anywhere in Newport, like you're not gonna find that shit unless
single
it's in an
pothole.
alley.
Right.
Or if you go to Irvine,
Yeah,
you're not
in
gonna
the
find
alley.
that.
Yeah, you're right,
You're not
bro.
gonna find that.
Right.
And even like all the shopping centers are all cared for. Everything's manicured. The streets,
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills.
There's no parking on the streets.
There's no
at
parking
night.
on the streets. That's right. You can go. You have to go 35 miles per hour on Sunset. Like there's grass in the
Right.
streets. Like
Yeah.
it's like, and then you look over here to LA downtown or to somewhere in North Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like what is going on?
It's almost like it's by design.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you can't look too appealing.
And
Yeah.
again, you want to think
Because-
it, but you don't want to.
That's
think
right.
It.
Yeah.
No, you can't look too appealing because we don't
Right.
want everybody to get their fucking
Yeah, we're pushing traffic this way.
yes.
Where we're spending the
Yeah.
money in the city.
Yes. There you go.
So it kind of fucks me up because it's like
Detours and stuff
if
you're
you think
talking
about
about.
the
Like they're
No,
detours.
no,
you
no,
towards
it's just by
cities,
design.
yeah.
What he's saying is like they make everything nice in like
certain cities they want to
like Fashion Island area, like
Yeah.
within 2 miles, and then you go up on you go east of Fashion Island, like
Yeah.
2 miles up in like it's homes there, but it's not like Fashion Island,
Right.
like the immediate
Exactly. 'Cause
radius
if you
of
really
that.
think about it, if you let's say you dump $10 million on one block,
Yeah,
just one block, you can fix that whole entire block for $10 million with just the subtlest
yeah,
improvements.
yeah,
And it would make that block so much more attractive. People would come in, they would invest in the
Yeah.
property, move from block to it just feels it's by design. The
Yeah.
thing that's upsetting is I understand that's how business works.
Yeah.
Shit moves where the money is,
Yeah.
and people want to invest in this. Like I totally get it, but like there's so much that the regular community can do if it was just managed a different way. You feel me? So let's
Yeah.
say that all of a sudden there was $100 million that the community, tax-paying citizens, got to decide literally point by point what they got to do with that money, and it wasn't politics involved, none of that shit.
yeah.
Like I just feel like that's all it would take.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because this is fucking out of control.
No,
It's
absolutely.
not
I agree.
Fucking powerful.
Because
So-
where Christian lives, and like here too, but
Yeah.
it's different. This is older neighborhood,
Mhm.
but where Christian lives, like it's a newer place and
Same material.
same as
Tar is
exactly,
tar,
yeah.
asphalt is asphalt.
But if you can see the differences, even if you go from Christian's house to say Casablanca, or Casablanca to
Jeez.
here,
I gotta tell you about Casablanca.
it's just different, man.
You know,
Like,
there's two
Mm.
5G towers in Casablanca.
of course,
That little tiny city.
of course,
Two.
of course.
That little area alone.
course.
Huh?
There's not even one in Mission Grove, Woodcrest,
Yeah, of course.
Riverside, none of that shit.
Yeah.
There's not one even.
There's not
remotely
one over here.
close.
That's
But two
that's messed up,
Two
dude. I didn't know
in
that. For real?
Casablanca.
Yeah.
Yeah, my word.
That's
Look at the map.
I believe
not
it.
How
good.
I believe it.
disrespectful is that?
It is.
Well,
Like you care that little about the people there.
Yeah,
that, like, I can guarantee you in
Yeah.
the future, if
Yeah.
they did a study
Of course.
in Casablanca,
Of course.
how many people catch cancer,
Yeah.
are ill, are sick,
Yeah.
can't live there,
Yeah.
and they're already by a freeway.
Yeah.
Dang, that's messed up, man.
Yeah.
Exactly,
It's
dude.
fucked up.
Yeah, that's
It's almost like these people will for sure 79% catch cancer,
Well, it's
have bad health.
Yeah.
Children
I
are
didn't know
going to
that.
turn
It's a-
out not to be this, like, yeah, and
It's
they're
a-
by a freeway.
it's the same reason they put like
That's-
there's no liquor store. Well, there's
Yeah.
one liquor
There
store
are.
like in
There's
Beverly,
Seagrams.
Beverly Hills.
They're called wine clubs and shit.
exactly.
Well, but I'm saying no. There's a liquor store where it's cheap on every corner.
Right.
You know, like in all the hoods,
Yeah.
because they say, hey, they don't respect them. They say, hey, no, just let them get fucked up, and that's their life.
But
There's there's Jack in the Box in every corner. There's a liquor store in every
Yeah.
corner.
I thought about that for a long time. I said, okay, why would there be and how would there be a liquor store perfectly? I'm talking about prime location, like gas station type shit.
Yeah.
Why would there be liquor stores and who approves that city plan? You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, who approves that? It's not easy to get a fucking license to sell liquor. So all of a sudden you got a liquor store. So who allocates how many liquor stores can go on a 10-block radius?
Yeah.
Because I can count in certain neighborhoods, there's like
There's a gang
fucking
of 'em.
7.
Yeah.
1-to-1.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Downtown Riverside,
Yep.
there's one all up and down that strip.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's true.
It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
But you got to search for the fucking closest Ralph's when you go to fucking Huntington. Shit like
Exactly.
Oh, that
Yeah.
one's
Yeah.
that one's deep in the cut, but
Yeah, that's messed up, man. I didn't
that's
know
all
that.
by design, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's too
But anyways,
close.
I think that's where a lot of the money, when they say defund the police, I think that's where, honestly, even if you took the smallest percentage, it would take just nothing out of their budget.
Yeah, it's
You
nothing.
feel me?
It's nothing.
So yeah.
And because let's keep it real. In reality, like
Mm-hmm.
you can't take away all their money. You know, you have to give some back to.
True.
Someone's got it. Come on, you can't
No,
have
I don't wanna
lawlessness
take
and
all the
anarchy.
money. I'm talking about like 5%, 10%. But I also want them to make things mandatory, like healthy food stores with subsidized pricing.
That's cool.
That's
A
cool.
certain amount
Yeah.
of healthy food
Yeah,
stores
like
within.
if you allow a
within
liquor
every 2
store,
miles.
with every liquor store,
There
imagine this. With every and how
For
fucked
5
up-
liquor
how
stores.
reverse psychology would this be? For every city, if you have a liquor store, you get a grant for like $50,000 to start a healthy food.
Yeah, we could call it.
market.
We could call it.
Like a Trader Joe's.
we'll call it half goods.
Exactly.
Instead of whole goods.
They grow.
Whole Foods.
You sell the half goods. You can go get your Phillies. You know, you go get your Garcia
Hey, Travis,
Vegas.
go give me some of those cucumbers.
that comes from
At
the
Half
earth.
Foods.
That's comes
At half
from the earth.
goods.
No, but it would reverse the damage.
But
done
that's actually a
because-
great thing because
yeah.
it's cheaper. It is
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
not half the
Yeah.
price,
Yeah.
but
But the
it's
cities
less
now
than what
that
the
have-
Whole
Yeah.
Foods charges.
Yep.
Exactly. The cities that now have 10 liquor stores could have 10 half goods.
Or
Perfect.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
every 5
Yeah.
liquor stores that go up, 1 health food
Hey,
That
store.
would
so
be a-
what are you doing
that's
what are you doing this year? Riverside needs a mayor, man.
Oh, yeah.
Me?
No, that's a good move. No, that's a good move.
You know, it's funny. This old lady, crackhead lady, right? I used to talk to her on the
Mhm.
weekends. She would always be outside of the Carl's Juniors.
When you guys were
Way,
doing
way
crack?
back. Huh?
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We did that. No, but real talk.
mm-hmm.
She used to always call me the mayor when I
Mm.
came out of the
Mm.
Carl's Juniors, yo.
Oh,
Yeah.
This old crackhead lady. She's
Yeah.
like, Mr. Mayor.
Oh wow.
But I didn't look, bro. I was like 21.
Yeah.
I had some leather Timbs.
Yeah.
You did like with a Carl Jr. outfit. I was like, what the fuck is this lady talking about?
My grandma used to
Yeah,
call me
I
the
don't know.
mayor.
That's what. Yeah, that's true.
I think it's like maybe it's like an old person thing. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I took that to heart. I used to fantasize about being the mayor.
There's a person that I know that's
Yeah.
gonna run for a certain seat in
Yeah.
some
probably win it.
city stuff
Oh yeah.
Well, these
when he turns
politicians are trash.
50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
down
so
to do
that's
that.
that's right around 2024.
It's very.
That'd be
obtainable.
dope, man.
So
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I've
You could be mayor.
I've thought of
Sucker
it.
free for mayor.
I've thought of it.
2028.
Yep.
You dig?
I actually have
Clean
a
'em
picture
up.
of that one
my,
still.
my vote's my vote's
2016. No,
Yeah.
2012.
2012.
yeah.
Maybe
Wait.
it's 2012.
We'll still use that one.
Yeah.
Um,
I remember that. I
Yeah.
remember
I gotta
that.
dig it out.
With the
Yep. with
yeah,
the-
yeah, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
with the
low key
tie.
always wanted to
My
be
favorite
It's the
mayor-
only time
a
I've
mayor
seen you in
position.
time.
Yeah.
My favorite mayor is Goldie Wilson.
Oh yeah.
Goldie, who
Yeah.
the fuck is
Bro,
Goldie Wilson?
you have to just Google them.
Yeah,
Please.
bro, I don't
Not
know
now.
Goldie Wilson.
Yeah.
Please,
No,
Travis.
no, no. Okay, just give me a sample.
He-
'Cause y'all both
he's
synchronized.
he's all about the dream.
The dream.
The dream.
I'm about to dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the dream is.
So listen,
but
just
anyone that
Google.
calls it the dream.
Yeah.
That's a
Just
good
Google
person.
Mayor
Yeah.
Goldie Wilson.
The
Goldie
third.
Wilson.
The third.
The third.
Yeah.
That's some
Progress
fucking-
is his middle name.
Yeah. So the first two didn't cut it, but he made the cut.
Progress
Please Google
is
that
his
guy.
middle name.
Yep.
That's some
Probably the best
Silk
mayor.
the Pimp type shit.
Goldie
Probably the best
Progress
Goldie.
Wilson.
Progress Wilson with
Yeah.
the limp.
So that's gonna be your new slogan.
Hey,
Listen,
Hey.
we're gonna make progress great
don't
again.
make me get in my bag.
Yeah. Look him up, Trav.
Oh
when you
my
get a chance.
God. Dude, I can see that. I can
Yeah.
see that.
That's gonna
Yeah.
be the name of this episode, by the way.
Oh,
We'll play
hell
off
yeah.
that one.
You already had it in your
Okay.
head.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
now, good.
Yeah.
Another thing too, what's really cool. That's okay. Hold on, we'll go back to the mask real quick. So I went to Walmart today
Mm-hmm.
for the
Why?
first. Hold on, for the
Gotcha.
first time in like 4 months
Mhm.
or 3 months, or
Okay.
3 months, because I don't want to go there because I didn't want to deal with anything.
Yeah,
Like
of course. It's weird.
and I just anyway.
It's
so
like a chore to go out.
So
now.
I said, you know what? Because they make you wear a mask now.
Right.
And did you see the video of the old man getting pushed and shoved?
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to wear a mask, and the guy pushed him over, he fell over and
And
shit.
so-
Who pushed
bleeding?
first?
Well, they kind of
Nah,
hold
be
on.
honest, be
They
honest.
kind of met at each other's
No.
arm distance.
Nah,
It doesn't matter. Anyway,
it doesn't matter.
the
But
white
what
guy
I'm saying is,
slaps him on the
he,
wrist.
He did. He should have been able to shop free. With
of
no
course,
mask.
of course,
But but
yeah,
I always look at businesses like this, and I got a today story.
Yeah.
I know you hate my today stories.
Wait,
I got a today story. So I
Uh-huh.
went to the gun store. I was just trying to look for a container, right?
God bless America.
So, right? Gun store says it's open to 7. I show up at 5. Motherfucking doors are locked. There's like 7 people inside,
Yeah.
2 people helping,
Yeah.
1 guy going to the back. So there's more
Yeah.
than enough people. But the doors are locked.
Yeah,
Like locked.
yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So I go around the back. I'm like, maybe there's like a back
Good
door.
for
I'll
them.
give the triple knock. You know? Hopefully they let me
Yeah,
in.
do
I
something
don't know. I
codish.
don't know.
one never
I
works.
don't know.
Yeah,
I had
nope.
already
That's like
had
cult
a
shit.
very strange day, and I just like every decision I made, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it." You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So today I was like, "All right, let me go to the back." Hit the back door, nothing.
Yeah.
Went to the back to the front, whole ass family waiting outside to get in as well. Father, kid, wife, all look like NRA card
Yeah.
carrying.
What
Still went
what do
open
those
door.
people look like, Travis?
Huh? NRA? Oh, you know, strong trigger finger people. You can tell. Just look at their hands.
Oh
You got them delicate hands. You're not part of the NRA. So, anyways, hit him with the secret knock again.
Yeah,
Nothing. It didn't work.
yeah,
So I'm telling you. So I left. I was pissed off.
yeah.
So I told all that to tell the reason why.
Oh man.
No, I'm telling
That's
you.
messed up.
Yeah, no, it's fucked up. Because it's open to 7. It's 5. What the fuck? Like, open your fucking doors.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me too, Trav. Same
Where?
thing. Turner's.
Turner's.
Yeah.
They said they
Oh.
closed at.
Did you go to
6. I
Turner's?
went at 5.
No.
So if you guys need to go
Uh-huh.
to a store that's open and
Mhm.
cares about people,
Okay.
and people I mean minorities like you and I,
Right.
go to Highland Guns. It's in
Highland
San
Guns.
Bernardino.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then go visit mom while
All
you're
right.
up there.
That's
Highland Guns.
good
It's a homie's
endorsement.
homie shop.
Okay.
So I've been meaning to go up there, but I have guns already. But I want to go check out some maybe like
I think I
new something.
interrupted something because now that I think about it, my flashbacks are coming
Yeah.
back. They all had on what's
Fatigues.
that brand? No, that brand that all the cops wear.
511.
Columbus,
No,
Columbia.
House.
North Face.
No.
Carhartt.
Shit, The Rock wears all the time.
Oh, Under Armour.
Under Armour.
Under Armour. They all had Under Armour shit
That
on.
is like the rock.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
that's the official cop wear, I think.
Yeah.
That and like the under, especially if they have, if you run into a guy with cargo shorts on,
And
white socks,
yeah, and an
Under
Under
Armour
Armour shirt.
shoes, bro,
He's a
just
cop.
relax. He's probably a cop. You know what I mean? He's probably
And a
cop.
fanny pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, with the
Oh.
for the
3 weeks ago, that's when I went. It said they were closed at 6. I
Yeah.
got there. I'm sorry, 7. I got
yeah.
whatever 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I got there an hour early.
So
It was locked.
what I'm gonna do?
Interesting.
I called the morning of
Yeah.
too.
Wow.
What I'm gonna do is I'm
Yep.
thinking that I ran up on some shit. So I'm gonna go at 4:55. See if they let me in. if this is like a meeting type situation,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna dress the part.
Like with
It's
Under
gonna
Armour.
eavesdrop. Yeah. I wanna see
Wow.
why would you lock the door?
That's
I want
cool.
to know what the fuck is
Because
going on.
they say that they get their last customers.
Yeah.
I get it,
at
'cause they can-
5.
They'll spend an hour with them.
5:15 or 5:30. I seen that at the
Yeah.
I
gun
get it.
range that same day, and it was
Yeah.
closed too. I was like, "Yo,
But think about why that would be.
So-
Why would you not want to?
so they can get on-
Don't you want the business?
yeah." But enough is no like when I was at AT&T, I was like,
Yeah,
"Hey, close the door.
exactly,
I'm done. I'm
exactly.
But
tired."
if you close at
I
7,
sold-
what time you lock the door?
Huh?
If you close at 7 at AT&T, what
Oh,
time would you-
6:30.
That's reasonable.
And I'll let people in,
yeah,
and
and lock them in.
Yeah, because I'll tell them, we only
Let's
have
go pin
one
my bill.
drawer.
Yeah.
No,
I
no
get
cash
that.
after
I get
6:30.
that. But what gun transaction takes?
No. If
Hour
if
and a
you're
half.
if you want to help somebody take a test, that's 15 minutes. If you want to, and if you say, hey, you
Taking
want
the
to,
test.
you want to 15 minutes. If you want to
Yeah.
show a gun, that's another 30 minutes.
Okay,
It
like a
takes
shoe
time.
store.
So that's 40 minutes.
It is.
Well,
It is.
45 minutes.
You got to hold them.
Yeah.
You know, you got to
Okay.
talk about ammo now.
Then you got to check them out.
It is a
So
process though.
That's an hour
that
at
would-
least.
That would make sense.
That's an hour.
If they assumed that every member that was in the store was going to purchase a gun
Mhm.
and use up an ample amount of time equaling up to 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's divide 2 by 6. That's about.
Oh, I know this one.
20 was-
Uh,
okay, that's about 20 minutes per person if one person just walks out the door,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense now. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
But a lot of it is inventory issues. Like
Absolutely.
trust you, I've been on this like for a month with
Okay.
calling and trying to. It is
Yeah.
inventory, like the one I was looking
Yeah,
for.
for sure, for sure.
Mhm.
It is. They got overwhelmed and they're still
Mm.
waiting on a big order to
Okay.
fulfill the waiting orders.
Okay.
So it is like that too. Not to,
Yeah.
dude. Trust me, I was pissed when I went
Yeah.
and I couldn't get in too. So
I'm going back tomorrow, and this
And-
will be my project until
and
I
then I-
get what I'm looking for.
and then I called and
Yeah.
I inquired about a gun.
Yeah.
And she said, for any inquiries about what we have in stock,
Mhm.
you have to email this or this. I was just
Okay.
like, dang, I'm on the road.
Okay, I know,
I was like,
yeah.
all right, I'll just call in the morning. Can
Yeah.
we just show up? Do
Yeah.
you need an appointment? Just show up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it is
Yeah.
frustrating, dude. I'm
Yeah.
on the same.
With the gun
level as
with
that.
with the gun thing right now, it's kind of like
Touch and go.
touch and go, man. Like
Okay.
you got to show up, and if they can help you, be like, oh, okay,
It's
you
like
just
Jordan
gotta,
releases, dude.
So
Yeah,
do you
exactly.
guys feel like there could be a possible restriction going?
no
on?
restrictions.
No,
Just
it's inventory straight up. Even the mom
inventory for sure. They sold out.
Same thing, dude.
It's like I went to the bike shop, and they sold out. I don't know. They sold like 225 bikes or something in a month. Exactly.
Bikes.
Bikes.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but even so, there was no inventory, and I heard them say, or they were talking with.
For bikes.
I was eavesdropping.
Yeah.
That a guy came all the way from Vegas to Riverside to buy a $500 bike because it was the only one within those 2 months or 3 months, 2.5 months from here to Vegas. That kind of bike. So he came.
So I know what I'm buying in about 7 months.
A bike with a gun.
No, a bunch of bikes.
Oh,
Because ain't nobody keeping these fucking bikes.
yeah.
They're doing that shit right now because it's like you have to
Entertain the
yourself
kids.
and yourself.
Yeah, for
now
sure.
you can't have a plethora of shit to do.
Yeah.
This is the weirdest restart to a civilization I've ever seen. And this is like
Doesn't make any
this
sense.
is like
Well,
recreating history.
I know that. I know
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense to most people. I see what's going on because I'm
Right.
not
'Cause
dumb.
you're like the future, dude. You know everything. Like, seriously. Please enlighten us.
No, because you'll just disagree. But it's okay.
Enlighten us, you will.
So, anyways, let me go back to my mask story. So I went to Walmart for the first time in 3 months,
Okay.
and they make you wear a mask now. I even
Right.
walked up, and they make you get in that
Do they
little.
give you a mask?
No. They make
I
you.
think if a store requires you to
That-
wear
thank
something,
you. You're
they
right.
should provide
And I thought
Yeah.
about that too. When I walked up, I was like, you know what? I wasn't saying no. Let's see what he does. But I was like, I just need some stuff because I really wanted something. So I went there. So I walked in, and the guy was like, hey. And I was like, yeah, dude. He's like, you got it? I was like, yeah, it's in my pocket. He's like, all right. So I put it on. But what I did, I wrote something on my mask, and I wore it inside.
For real?
Yeah.
Please tell me this is what I'm thinking.
What
Does
is-
it start with a P?
No.
No. Okay.
So I wore a little mask,
Mhm.
one of those the little surgical masks.
Okay.
And I didn't wear the irate mask, but I wore that was hot, by the way.
Yeah.
And then I put on there, "We're all being lied to," like real big on my mask. And I got a couple of
Stickers.
like like a couple of smiles and smirks.
You don't know what they're thinking entirely, but you got them.
Yeah.
Like, they're either against you
And
or for you.
and even one of the Walmart ladies, she kind of had something smart to say. Like when I walked past her, like she was talking shit to the other lady.
Oh, really?
And then,
I love to catch people like
but
that.
there was like 2 or 3 that I saw him give him the little smirk.
Yeah?
Yeah. And what was
Those
funny?
are the ones you want to hang out with.
Yeah, exactly. Those are my dogs right there.
Yep.
So anyways, so I thought that was funny. So I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna go over here, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna go in there and just be a normal fucking number.
It's whack.
Let me go be myself and show everybody this is how I feel.
Yeah.
You know, because I think people deserve to know how you're feeling under your mask, and I think that was
So-
one way to express it.
What do you think happened to? So I imagine, I don't know for sure, but I imagine back in the days like Aristotle, all these fucking philosophers.
Yeah.
There was like a meeting place, and you had 2 different opinions. You dig? This person thought the Earth was flat.
Yeah.
This person thought the Earth was round,
Mm-hmm.
and they had an intelligent conversation. And just because this person thought a different way and this person thought a completely different way, doesn't mean that I can't imagine them not having a beer afterwards. Just because you disagree on one solid rock disposition doesn't mean that that person is a shitty person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like the last couple of days I've been kind of out chilling, just kind of gathering up, just the vibe of being out. And every single day I get the conversation
Of
what's going on.
oh Jesus.
Every like I don't bring it up.
Yeah.
I'm chilling. You know me.
Yeah.
I'm lone wolf. I'm out there.
Yeah.
I'm
It's the
just
new
chilling.
icebreaker.
I mind
Yeah.
my fucking business.
But that's good because
Yeah.
that gives you an opportunity to express how you feel, because people are right now searching for answers.
But I'm not that's the thing. I'm not expressing
Oh,
how I feel.
oh, I gotcha.
I'm letting them speak their truth
Because they need to. They need to.
Because not only because they need to, we already know what we're going to say before we say it. It's
Yeah.
really crazy.
Yeah.
Like I can meet someone, they ease into the conversation, they make a complimentary point, they circle back around to their beliefs, they give another you know what I mean? Like I already know what you're going to say before you say it.
Yeah.
There's only one person that I met that kind of really threw me off, and it was like one of the oldest females I've seen in like a year. She was like 80 some years old.
Mm-hmm.
She she only showed a glimpse of like just agreement or understanding, and I was like, everybody else, it was like, yo, that's cool. The reason why I'm so chill to talk to, because I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
I'm just listening to
Yeah.
you. I'll give my point of view that you already know, but you already disagree with my point of view.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're not really learning anything from each other. But the one thing that I did notice is that they kept thanking me. Oh man, you're the best person to talk to. It's almost like they got to get it off their chest. It's like, we already know how you feel about it. Like I kind of predicted.
I'd be like, hey man, really enjoy this conversation, but if you want to hear more in depth, here's our podcast.
Exactly. Oh, every single one of them I hit.
I gotta go.
Every
Hey
single
Johnny,
one
let's
of them.
go.
Because then they'll be
Here's a
then
sticker.
They'll be like this.
Yeah,
They'll be like, oh shit, this guy that I was just talking to an hour about like this, that, and that.
An hour? Oh my god, I gotta
Yeah,
go.
man.
You can say,
Yeah,
he
man.
might have some
Yeah.
You got
insight.
five.
The conversation was about an hour.
Let me check him out.
You got
That's
5 minutes tops. I'm out. I gotta go.
My point is,
Yes,
they were pleasant, calm,
that's nice.
friendly, simple conversations. You know what I mean? Not all conversation has to be so fucking controversial.
Yeah, for
No,
real.
yeah, you-
No, I'm
Everyone
serious.
seems agitated and aggravated and irritated. It's like, yo, this isn't affecting your family,
Yeah,
your money, your job, your route to work, your car. the
everyone's
soap
on
you
edge,
use.
stressed
Like,
out.
Why is this so? Like, you don't own none of the shit that's probably
Yeah,
being
right.
destroyed. Like, you don't
Yeah.
own any of the
Be like, oh,
anything.
They had a statue of
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Oh, that's like you don't own none of this shit. Why is it bothering you so
Yeah.
much? This goes back to like your parents say, mind your own business.
Stay
You know,
in
if
there.
everyone
Yep.
mind their own business, you wouldn't feel so emotional about what happened in Detroit. You never fucking been to Detroit.
Exactly.
You don't know.
Exactly.
If someone dropped you in Detroit, you wouldn't even know you were there. So,
Yeah, it's true.
so just fucking like, why you have such a strong opinion?
Yeah.
People have a beautiful ownership of this country.
Mm-hmm.
But let's keep it real. Only about 70% of us 70% of us in all of the United States will be exactly where we were born,
Yeah.
and we'll die there.
But you know what's great about Americans' way of thinking and what you're saying is the ownership of freedom, because it's
Ultimate
a
illusion.
human right. It shouldn't be Chinese is locked up, whatever it is. Here's
Right.
this and this government. No, it's a human right, man, to enjoy
But
the land, a piece
who
of
gives
soil.
you that right?
Our creator, whoever your creator is.
That's the problem.
Yeah, but people have to understand it, and
Right.
but in America we're entitled to think like that.
Yeah.
But you have to understand where it came from. Like it's a
Right.
human right, not an American right,
Right.
not a whatever other countries
Right.
free whatever. But it's a human right, man. Like
Oh.
you deserve to be free. You deserve to live in a piece of ground.
Yeah.
Like that's a
Yeah.
human right. Like you deserve to plant your thing and breathe fresh air.
Yeah.
Go trade with people and create a civilization.
That's a natural given right.
Yeah,
No
that's
matter where
those
you
are
are
human
on the planet,
human
right?
rights. Human rights.
Right. But there's
Yeah.
another right that supersedes that right.
Oh wow. Okay.
Now I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's
I'm listening.
another
I'm
right.
listening.
So like as a human, as a physical person, like you have the right in everything you just said.
Yeah.
But psychologically, there's a lot of manipulation going on.
Because
You know what I mean?
and that goes back to ancient days,
Right.
and Cain and Abel, he killed his brother. That's just nature now.
Yeah.
That's just how it's gonna
Why-
be. Right?
I love that you said that. I love that you said. You said this is nature.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So when someone forces you to do something outside your nature,
Yeah.
you rebuttal, or
Yeah.
you don't rebuttal, you react to that.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's
You're
okay.
Like against it, but at what extent?
Yeah.
You're saying it's okay. It's okay to be against your nature. It's okay for you to stay within the lines, color within the lines.
Yeah.
But if it's against your nature, who's defining your nature? You dig? Like you get born into a situation, your nature can expand to whatever you want.
Yeah.
But you get born into another situation and your nature is so restricted
What-
that you can't even be what you are.
Whatever your beliefs are. I
Right.
think whatever your belief base is, and I would say that my base would be the 10 Commandments.
Okay.
That's it.
Let's go with that.
That's it.
So should that apply to everything, and every entity?
That I do? That I do?
you do.
That I no. If it's my base, then yes,
Right.
absolutely.
Okay.
And I'll go with that until I die. If that's what I want to believe in, for sure, and which I do, and so I'm going to go with that.
So all your decisions are based on it.
Yeah.
Commandments.
At the end of the day, yeah,
That's a good
it
guide.
is. It's a guide for me, and I wanted to. I wanted to work for me because I wanted. I want to work for it. Does that make sense?
Right. No, it
I want
makes
it to go
sense.
both ways.
It is the epitome and idea of perfection.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and perfection is always a good model. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's okay. I'm okay with that. But
So am I.
yeah.
But I think there should be extra stuff added to it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
for
like,
sure.
imagine if you added,
Well, okay. Let's see an
don't
example.
hoard wealth.
An example. The
Yeah.
10 Commandments. Okay. Perfect. Good model. But no one can teach you how to be polite to somebody.
Right.
No one can teach you like, hey, don't hide. I don't know. That's just an example. But
Yeah.
no one teaches you how to be polite from the 10
Right.
Commandments.
Right.
So to say.
What I'm okay. So
It's
what I'm
learned.
saying
It's
is,
learned
let's
by
say that there's
culture,
only-
by the culture that your
Right.
family gives you, and how your upbringing is, and
Right.
that kind of
Well,
background.
it's your nature too, and your genetics. If you have
yeah,
like,
no, absolutely,
psychological-
absolutely,
psychological
Christian.
problems
You're
in
right.
your family, then
It stays in the cycle. Boom, boom,
lying
boom,
is
boom.
nature. That's natural.
It could be a survival technique.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, developed from generation to generation.
Yeah,
Murder could be a survival technique. That's a
Yes,
wonderful thing
yes.
that you could have learned if you were living back like Cro-Magnon, Neanderthal
Yeah.
days. So
if
like,
you
I
had to
think-
protect your herd of 15 people,
Exactly.
and you saw two
Exactly.
people creeping up,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get these motherfuckers when they're
Exactly.
sleeping. Yeah, exactly. I get it.
So the perspective that I'm trying to bring in, it may be
no
like
Cro-Magnon,
very,
by the way, Christian.
know what?
Go ahead.
So, anyways, so the point I'm trying to make is that like, if you speak of freedom, you should be free to go in any direction you want. But because we have these freedoms inherently, that's why the laws exist. Because obviously thou shalt not kill.
Mm-hmm.
But we have laws against killing.
Yeah.
You dig? The
Yeah.
psychological portion of what we follow has nothing to do with our physical inherent gifts.
But he said
as
like
far.
obvious, like everybody knows. Does everybody know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
that's
so.
why. So
Like let's
right.
from the beginning of time.
Okay.
Who passed it down? I mean,
Exactly.
the commandments weren't
Right.
here till Moses. You know what
So-
I mean? There's a gap.
True.
You're right, you're
so
right.
you go to instincts. Animals
That's what I'm saying.
won't
Yeah.
kill certain animals because that's your food supply. They'll take the children and they'll take the weak. You dig? Those are the easy kills. It's a natural selection thing. There's a morality behind that.
And
There's-
old people.
And old people. You feel me? When there's a disaster, who do you let on the lifeboat first? Women and children.
I'll hop on that. Motherfucker.
So I mean, there's certain things that are so right
I'll be like, Christian,
that
hurry
it
up,
can
come on,
only
man.
be common sense. It's like, you know, those things that like the Democrats and the Republicans say, yeah, you know, the fucking tornado fucked up 1 million people. We should help them out.
Yeah.
You know, those are things that like
Yes.
it's easy to decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a formula behind it.
But it's like,
Yeah.
man, like Cain and Abel, perfect example again.
Okay. Break down.
Man,
Make
Ah,
this
he made me so
story-
mad. Kills him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, I took my anger out. Hey, wake
Right.
up.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess he's gone. Like
And there's
that's not natural because he was a
It is
third
and it
person
isn't.
born,
it is
third
and
and
it
fourth
isn't.
person born on Earth according to
Okay. So let me
The
give
Bible.
you a perspective.
the Bible
Let me
and
give you a perspective. We wake up in his garage. We've never left this garage.
Yeah.
This is the only thing we've ever
we know.
No.
seen. You feel me? If I get so angry that I take a knife and I stab it through your chest,
Yeah.
I've never seen it happen before. I
Mhm.
don't know what the fuck's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you look at stories based on the generational knowledge we've accumulated,
Yeah.
imagine yourself back in that situation.
Yeah.
We've never seen another person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You dig?
Yeah.
So perspective is everything. And what I'm realizing is a lot of the stories and paths
Yeah.
and social norms that we follow are
Yeah.
based on small amounts of history.
Yeah.
You feel me? In our history, this is the best thing to do for this situation. Plastic dividers in between you. That's what we can do. You feel me?
Hey,
It
Trav,
looks
hey,
ridiculous,
Trav, they're clear though.
but it looks. Yeah, I know. So you can see the bars.
They should
Coming
be.
at you,
Yeah. Be like, oh,
know?
that green shit.
But
I still couldn't
What
see.
the-
I was
if
looking.
you- if you
I was
look
looking so
at-
close.
If you look at
Be like,
just-
oh shit, that looks like Coolio. Who's that? oh, that's just coronavirus.
hindsight is always 2020.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, if you really, really think about what, just apply just apply a formula without any kind of bias to every situation, and apply that formula. The same formula with the lions and the young and the old. Just apply that formula
Yeah.
to everything we do, and you create like a third party.
Yeah.
A fourth party, a
Yeah.
whole different mindset because you've kept it simple. There's no politics, there's no social norms, there's no biased and generational survival.
Yeah.
Like when you take away all that bullshit, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like when you take away the placebos that we wear every day and
Mm.
the shit we put up.
Yeah.
Like a lot of what we do as a human race, we've been winging it for a long fucking
yeah,
time.
dude.
Like if you really break it down, no one. That's why it makes me so fascinated as I get older when I'm listening to people. I just want to listen to how your brain works.
Yeah.
I want to see how many gears are in your brain.
3.
Some people got one. It's really
True.
sad. It's really sad. They may you could tell some
That's
people
wild.
But
that
some of those people are the happiest people.
Yeah,
really
exactly.
care.
Well, it's like the
they
book.
might just talk like this, but
What's
be
the
the
book where the
happiest.
kid is
and
retarded?
they
he
might just
takes
talk
the-
like this. Or they might talk like that.
Check it out. Have you guys
This
read
is-
the book where the kid
Huh?
is retarded? He goes to a doctor, takes medicine.
He's what? I'm sorry?
He's disabled.
Okay.
He goes to no. He goes to a doctor. He takes medicine.
Yeah.
And the medicine eventually makes him smarter
Yeah.
to the point where when
Oh,
he
I've
takes
seen this movie.
This is a book.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Oh,
So the I'm fucking trying to
it's
figure
like
it
the
out.
kid version of dang, that one where that guy takes that pill. White dude.
Limitless.
Yeah, Limitless.
Is it like that, Trav?
No, not at all. Well, yeah, no, technically it is.
Like-
Yeah,
Technically it
but he's
is
a kid.
because he goes from beyond. He goes from like tadpole knowledge to like
Oh.
Oh,
you know,
fast.
But that's
So
another.
he's,
that's
he's taking
basically
Adderall.
He turns into
Yeah.
an oracle. Like
Oh.
that's not.
Never ending story.
Yeah, that's not cool. Anyways, there's
Yeah.
this book where the kid he's slow. Oh, Flowers for Algernon or something like that. Algernon.
Uh-huh.
amazing because it shows that this guy was slow.
Yeah.
And he was so happy. Just like you said, he was the happiest person. People were making fun of him in front of him.
He didn't care.
He didn't know. He didn't care. Like none of that. He blocked out all that.
He's like, oh, that's how they act.
He
I
was
act like this.
Yeah. Like I don't have that in my heart.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. I can't even perceive it. But then he gets more educated, more smart,
Yeah.
to the point where he's on genius level.
Yeah.
Right. So now, not only does society make him sick because he sees all the different interactions and relationships that he had were all phony and fake. It's almost heartbreaking to him because what meant so much for him to obtain was so worthless at the end. You dig? Like everything he ever wanted to be a happy individual existed when all the stuff that was his society made no sense. You get what I'm saying? So like when I remember at the end of the book, I was like, holy shit, like this, imagine a parallel universe where all the bad that you could see coming from another person didn't exist because you were retarded to it or blind to it or whatever it is. Right. So it's almost like he thought the answer to success was him being more intelligent, but the answer was just intelligence is almost like a curse. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Yeah. So anyways.
No, I get that. I get that.
I went on a rant there. My apologies.
No. You were good.
The story.
Please, that was it was a great story. What was he talking about?
I know. I forgot.
Kidding.
No, that's
no,
what
it was good.
Why don't they make this into a movie?
Basically.
That's what I was wondering the whole time. Like, this would be a good movie.
But a lot of people, like,
it's called Fight Club.
It's more fascinating.
Rain Man.
Right. Genius.
Right. It is.
Genius. Especially the series of I Am a Heart. My job, you remember? That was like genius within genius. Anyways.
I'm Jack's raging terror.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah. You all right, bro?
So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm nice, man.
Okay. Oh, I like that.
I'm good.
Oh, man. Try.
Anyways. So, it just trips me out, man. Like, people just like to hear themselves talk. You listen to them.
Yeah.
And 1 second they're on one gear.
That's why you open the podcast app on Fridays ASAP.
Sure,
I like that.
For sure.
I like that.
Yeah. It helps me get me through my morning.
It does. You know what? Every time I upload this before I listen to it, or before I upload it, I listen to it, of course, because we record on Tuesdays.
Oh, you don't listen.
No. Seriously. Okay, so I don't edit it out anymore. When we first started, the first maybe
few episodes,
like 6 maybe.
I noticed that.
Like
except for one, but that was kind of long.
Oh yeah, it was 3 hours. Christian, it was 3 hours, dude.
Oh,
that one is 3 hours. We cut it down to an hour, and I was like, "This is too much. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about anymore." But so when I listen to him, I'm like, "Hey, man!" Like when I say, "Oh, Trav has some good," that was a little nugget right there. And we're like, "Hey, what did Christian just say?" And then I'll rewind it a little bit, like this will drop some knowledge right now.
This is the crazy part, though. I don't ever remember more than 20%. Whenever
it's a Seagrams, bro.
I get it. I listen, but I kind of want to save it for like binge podcasting because I love to do that with like old videos of mine, when we were kids and things like that, and bust them out every so often. You know what I mean?
Okay. I go back. I have a habit of listening to the first one.
Like, I've done it. Trust me, I've done it.
Yeah.
Not all the time, not every time.
Yeah.
When I see it come up or whatever, I'm like, oh. Damn, when do I have time to listen to this? What am I? It's a whole production.
So
you are.
I told you, bro.
You did, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And I even
tech device.
I'm gonna have to do that. Man.
And so like I listen to so many podcasts now. Yeah. Like I can't even wear my AirPods anymore because they die. So I've been going to the old school joints and just plug the headphones in.
Yep. Well, what's funny is I have 3 Bluetooth
all day
headsets. So if I wanted to,
you gotta get on it, dude.
Like,
I'll go to the backups.
Yeah,
they're always charged.
I'll listen to it everywhere. Walking, going to the shop.
I gotta get
going to Universal. Walking up to the offices. On the way to, on the way from, like, and
I'm gonna get
it's just like this. Ours is like
you have to, bro.
It's like this is a lot of time. We're already an hour. Like that's a lot of time to invest.
Listening to it.
Yes.
Going to the living room.
Yeah.
Instead of like shutting everything down.
Yeah.
Just keep it
and
moving.
I find
playing Call of Duty, Madden. No noise for the
Call
kids.
Of Duty in this air, podcast in this air.
Yeah.
Oh, you can switch.
iOS,
You could.
No.
You could have 2 different ones.
I have the another earphone for the controller.
Oh, okay.
So
I got you.
Put it in here so I can hear what's going on. But in this era, I'm learning about the iOS 14
Uh-huh.
update. You feel me?
Yeah.
And a lot of it, you know what it is. But if I hear a nugget, I'll pause the game.
Yeah, I
or
like
pay
that.
more attention.
Yeah,
to
that's
this.
what I do.
Because this is out of
Yeah.
So this generation, the only thing I think they've mastered is the multitask.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
They can multitask
Absolutely.
their ass off.
Yeah.
They could be working,
Yeah.
eating, partying,
Yeah.
banking,
Yeah.
and all within 30
Yeah.
minutes.
I like doing
Yeah.
that. But then again, I catch myself be like, fuck, man, I can't do this. Like, I can't.
Which part?
I can't be on my phone.
Yeah.
And have a earphone in. And try
Working
to
on
eat
your
and try to
website.
carry a conversation and do some memes.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if we're having dinner, let me concentrate.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Of
And I'm like,
course.
I gotta snap out of it. And
Well,
so
consideration too for your party, you know.
But then it
social-
takes
it-
down the
yeah,
pleasure
yeah.
level because
The
now
what
you're
level?
like the pleasure level. Because think
Yeah.
about it. Now you went from 7 different brain stimulating activities.
That's exactly what
to
it
a
is.
single channel. You're like,
Exactly what it is. And
You know what I mean?
even then, the
Yeah.
TV's on.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yep. All the
The
time.
ocean sound is on the background. Fans going, dogs are barking.
Yes.
Yep.
Like there's a lot of stimulation.
I like that. When I play Madden, I have to have music on.
Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah?
I like. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. It's
Turn
it's
on
too
the
quiet.
pill.
Yeah.
Madden in the background
So-
when I'm chilling in my garage.
Today I
TV
was-
low key volume and my
Yep.
music a little higher than I, you know.
So I
Kids running around.
Exactly.
I
dude.
tried
love
that this
crossover.
morning. Now I have like a canopy in the back,
Nice.
and it's
Like a little she shit.
yeah, right above the pool. I got my little table. I went out there, got some coffee, and I sat there. I took my phone, but I didn't open it for like 5 minutes.
Feels good,
That,
huh?
bro,
No.
that's strong.
No, I was like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
I was
a
like,
drug.
hey, you know what? Let me take a Snapchat.
Yep.
2 Snapchats.
Yeah.
The right
And then
picture.
after that, it was on.
Oh, dude.
And then I was drinking my coffee,
Yeah.
chilling. Now I was Facebook arguing with people on fucking trolling motherfuckers and
love
shit.
it, I
I was
love
like, dude. And then I realized it.
Let me
but
see what these motherfuckers
a
talking
yeah,
about.
exactly. So let me check these. Okay.
It started with the
That's the new
the
neighborhood.
phantom beeps,
Yes.
vibration on
Yes.
your neck. Remember that?
Oh yeah, I do.
You
That's
had
a
your
real
phone in
thing.
your pocket. You'd be like, oh shit,
Yeah.
my phone just ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try
Check
to.
it.
Remember that
No.
that little buzz?
Yeah.
Be like, oh, I think
It's
I
like you're.
I try to cut
you're
down.
hoping for that.
stimulation.
Yeah,
That's,
exactly.
it's
But
constant
now
stimulation.
it's all visual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
if
And that's
you-
me now. More so now. Remember when Dad was all on YouTube videos like for hours and hours,
Yeah, yeah.
and he wasn't on his phone. He was actually on the laptop.
Oh.
Like he would sit at that chair for hours and just
Look at this.
he would
Look at
wa-
this monkey.
Yeah, he would and be like, Dad, what are you watching? I thought you were watching animal videos. Now I'm learn how to make a guitar. What? What are you watching now? Is it no, I'm
Did you
watching the
know-
Sahara Desert winds. Like what?
Mentos and Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So my dad used to do that,
So
but
much
now I do that
stimulation,
now.
though, Yeah.
And so I'll watch a movie like in the early nighttime,
Yeah.
like 8 to 10 maybe,
Okay.
and then
That's
after
spoken
that,
like a true insomniac.
after that, like I'll turn the TV
Yeah.
off now. I won't have them both playing now. So
Right.
what I'll do, I'll
Because
jump
now
on.
it's like 11.
Not exactly. So
Okay.
now I'll jump on YouTube,
Okay. Oh, you're 1 o'clock for sure.
and now 1 o'clock
Minimum.
Yeah, minimum.
So that goes between.
Fucking
So after
vortex.
one YouTube video, I go back to Instagram.
Yes.
Instagram, Snapchat to Facebook, and then back to YouTube. Watch
Yeah.
another 10 minutes, and then go cycle,
Yes.
cycle.
So on YouTube, what's your favorite thing to look up? Like,
okay.
I think everyone has go-tos.
I do. So I have like so if you go in the feed,
Okay.
the algorithm kind of picks shit
I hate
for
that
you.
fucking- it's creepy,
Right.
man.
It is.
Discover.
I like it. I like it like that
I like it.
because it kind of gives me the shit that I'm looking. I don't want to say
It's the
for.
best worst thing
Yeah.
that they did.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it is convenient as hell, Charlie.
It
Yeah.
is
It's
convenient
like,
as
oh,
fuck.
dude, what?
So what?
Seagrams has 5 flavors.
Exactly. So what I my picks on YouTube would be, or what pops up in my feed, not in the subscriptions, because my
I'm
subscriptions.
curious because I got my top 3.
Okay, so
Yeah.
no, I got like 10.
Holy shit.
So always that pops up is like a Nephilim.
is that a porn thing?
No, Nephilim gods and angels
Oh,
and
okay,
Greek
okay.
gods,
Yeah.
and then it goes to like rebuilding electric cars.
Ooh, okay.
And then it goes to camera tips and tricks, videography,
Okay.
anamorphic lens flares, and then you got that whole subgenre. Then you go to
Nice.
like GoPros,
okay.
and then it goes to like
You got this down
paint
by memory.
It goes paint markers.
Okay.
And like acrylic paints and this how to sublimate on wood, how to all this shit. And then what else is there? There's
that's 9. You got one more.
Yeah, okay.
This is the one.
It's a cool one, and it's it goes to like painting your car. Like with like
painting?
like painting
like doing your own paint.
Yeah, painting exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And like how to sand and compound and polish and the whole bit.
What's your YouTube stream look like,
Christian?
I'm looking right now.
So you don't know because if I know because I'm on this shit every day.
I do, but
I have like 3 or 4.
Really?
I have like 3 or 4.
Like,
The first one is unbox therapy type stuff.
Oh, you like that shit?
I love that shit because some of that shit I know is trash.
Oh yeah.
I know it's trash.
Yeah.
I bought it. I know the brand.
Yeah.
I know what you're doing. As soon as I see that shit, they get canceled until they get like that. But what's fucked up is 50% of what they're showing is trash.
Yeah.
But they do get those big products that I do want to see, and they actually have like a certain type of, gift for explaining shit in a very layman's term.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people just read off all the specs. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, tell me what it fucking looks like.
Yeah.
In regular terms,
Yeah.
you know? Like, can I fucking see it from 10 feet away?
Mm-hmm.
You like
whatever.
the wide.
I love the
wide shot.
unboxing shit. Yeah. Then I look up a lot of old drug type videos, like, interviews with Ricky Freeway Ross and all that other shit. And like CI disclassified information. CIA disclassified information. I love that shit.
That shit pops up for me
Because
too.
now that everything's
JFK Jr., bro.
disclassified.
I got it right here. That's
Exactly.
See,
Yeah.
told you.
I have it in my history.
He's
of looking at
alive.
the
He's
videos
alive.
of it.
He's alive,
Who?
bro. JFK Jr. He's alive.
Yeah, right.
Oh, the fake airplane accident?
See what my man Trav
I
knows.
thought everybody knew this.
That's what's up.
Okay, I
That's
thought
so
everybody
weird.
knew this. I thought it was a mafia.
And Joan Rivers is still
Yeah.
alive too.
Joan,
By the way.
I didn't know that.
Hey, Joe.
That's a deep. That's okay. I got it.
I take my
put that on my
RIPs back
list.
then.
I also look up a lot of hustle YouTube videos.
Okay.
Every now and there's one guy.
Oh, I'm missing one.
What's up?
Mine's t-shirts and screen printing.
Ooh,
Okay, so that's it.
I like
That's it.
that.
That's it.
Hey, know your business.
That's it.
That's what's up.
That's
Know your
it.
business.
I don't need to look up podcasting
Nah.
because I know everything about it.
Mm.
By the way.
Oh wow. Dang.
I also look up a lot of stuff on Costa Rica.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Going back.
man. Like the different.
You've been
laws
there,
they're
right?
Passing. Oh, I love
That's
it.
why you wanted to do it, like,
Bro, like I'm not like if you got a call from me and I'm in Costa Rica, just know I ain't coming back.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
dang.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I respect that. I'm like, hey, man,
I'll take care of
Yeah.
Red, bro.
I'm
Don't
not
worry.
your papa. That's, you know what I mean? I was using
We
that
got an
with
extra
Joe
room right
all weekend. I'm not your papa. I love you,
Nope.
Trav.
Diesel
Yeah.
could
Do you,
Diesel
man.
could stay right here in the room.
What's up?
Diesel could stay in the room, bro.
Oh no, Diesel coming.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
he'll be the mayor of that place.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I watch
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of like Vlad TV interviews.
Vlad.
Oh, those are funny.
Yeah, like with
Well-
all the hip hop dudes,
Interviews.
Yeah.
like the
Frustrate me so
DOC,
much, man.
um,
Yeah.
MC8, Quick, Warren, all those guys.
Those
I
are
love
cool
it,
to
and I
see.
go deep in those ones.
Mhm.
Wrestling videos I got.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
I got some.
the fake fighting.
I got the sports entertainment, Trav. I
It's not
got
a sport.
gun videos.
Oh, yeah. My
Okay.
guns, too.
Just
I
a
had to
bunch of
stop
stuff,
that.
freestyles,
Yeah.
a lot of Tupac stuff, because I like look up old
Yeah.
stuff all the
Yeah.
time, man.
That's what's up.
Songs that I can't find on Apple Music.
Oh, yeah. I get those, too.
I got a bunch of liked music more
what's
than anything
what's one of the best bits of information, video
from YouTube.
category you've ever discovered on YouTube?
Dang, that's a great
Interesting.
question.
You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Because there's a reason you keep going back.
Yeah.
There's got to be something that like stood out. the
Yeah, let me
most.
think here.
There's no, there. I don't think there's been any one thing that's changed my life except for,
Mhm.
like the videography shit.
Okay.
That's great.
Like for me,
Okay.
because like I make stupid videos. Like you guys don't
Right.
know this shit, but I shoot different stuff and like
Yeah.
I do all kinds of stupid. I got a bunch
That's
of
you?
I got a bunch of lenses and shit. Yeah.
You're the.
It's
we'll
full.
bring that up.
No, not like that. Yeah. But no, stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
like I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna go downtown Riverside and I go film some shit because
Oh, shit.
I got my lens hooked up real nice and
Okay.
tight. So anyway, that kind of thing, it's kind of inspiring for me.
Yeah.
And like
That's what's
that
up.
something little like that can transpire to
Yeah,
I don't
another-
want to say anything that's
Yeah.
mainstream, but something
There's
different.
importance in the details that people pass by every single day.
So I think
Yes, that's
what
correct.
what it is like. It sparks my passion. Like it
Right.
sparks a passion of mine. And it's like, oh, okay,
and
cool.
other people are into it, meaning
Yes,
that
that'd
they
be like-
are successful. They show you tips,
Yes,
That's
yeah,
what's
yeah.
up. I
And
get
they'd be
that
like, hey
totally.
man, that fool's got a good eye.
My
or sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah,
no, go ahead.
or problem solving. Like, dang, I got this.
That's
Dude,
what I was gonna
I
say.
got this. I got
Okay.
this
Oh,
rare.
that's the other one too.
How-
I got this
to-
rare bottle or rare
Yeah.
toy or
Yeah.
that's my problem because
Yeah.
I like
Mhm.
anyway. So I look up in good
Mm-hmm.
faith that at least 2 people posted a video about the same problem I had
Yeah.
and how to fix it. I'm
Always.
like,
Bro.
Always.
Let me tell you a
It's
story.
easy as fuck.
unboxing of toys. Like I
Yes.
get excuse me, the
Yeah.
boys for Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, oh wait, how does this work?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let me look up.
Oh,
what-
the
Yeah.
quick
exactly.
same. Okay, so
Yep.
I had a TV. Remember my old TV? It was light, but it was like Jettos. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
what you
okay.
call those.
The
The big ones.
Plasmas.
They're big, but they're light as fuck. They're like
Yeah. I don't know.
the projection TV. Or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Oh yeah. I got it.
So I loved it. It was 3D. It was the glasses, all the shit, internet connection. So it was ahead of its time,
Right.
even though it was kind of old, right? So the shit went out one day,
Mm.
and I was like, "Fuck, I don't want to. This is not the time." You know what I mean? I just fixed something.
It's never
It
the
was
time,
not the
dude.
Yeah.
It's
time.
never the time.
And I just didn't want to get a new TV, so I went to YouTube, typed in, went to
Whatever.
Reddit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, so I need this lamp.
Yeah.
A little tiny fucking
Yeah.
lamp. Saw it on YouTube, said, "Fuck this! It's so
That's
easy."
it. That's it.
One screw, boom, boom. Bought
Done.
the lamp on Amazon, plugged
Yep.
that bitch in,
Yep.
boom, nothing.
Oh, no.
nothing.
So now that's the.
So I had to dig
I
a little
hate that.
deeper.
That was dad.
I
By the
had
way,
to dig
Christian,
a little deeper.
we
I
were
was
fixing
like,
cars. We were like, yeah, we got it. And be
Yeah.
like, oh no, that's not it.
Oh man.
So-
Every time. But we
Round
ended up
2.
fixing them.
exactly, because you got to
Yeah.
say, if there's one thing I want to teach my boys, persistence
Yeah.
and don't give up.
Yeah.
Even if it take 5 years, don't give up, because the knowledge you gain after you fix it is worth all the time. So anyways, I keep
You're right.
keep digging. We didn't have a TV for like 2 weeks. We had other TVs, but we didn't have the nice one.
Oh,
Yep.
geez,
So
you must be
anyways.
rich.
Yeah, no. So I finally figured out what it was. It was flashing like 7 times in
Yeah.
green.
And then go out.
So it was the power source.
Mm.
So I had to remove the capacitor
Yeah.
on the actual board,
Mm-hmm.
remove it,
Yeah.
buy another one, not the capacitor, but like the little power thing or whatever,
Yeah.
and
The flux
and-
capacitor. Yeah.
and literally solder it back on.
Yeah.
So
Like fusion.
this is like
Mr.
solder it
Fusion?
back. Yeah, like, I swear to
Really?
God, bro.
Oh, shit.
Swear to God.
You are good
And-
fixing things, man.
And
For real, this guy?
no,
I've never
bro,
seen Travis fix shit.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. So I blew my wife away. I got the motherboard out.
Mhm.
Had to unscrew it.
Yeah.
Fucking took it out, cleaned it up, soldered it, took out the
How do you
little
know to
extra
clean
shit.
it out? Like, I mean,
I took
would you?
electronics class when I was in
For
high
real?
school.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah.
that's-
I used
see,
to
that
remember
paid
all
off.
the colors and what it added up to, all that shit. I forgot. But you can get the book.
I forgot.
Fucking
That's
quick reference
dope.
guide.
Yeah.
So anyways, YouTube gave me the confidence. This is way back in the day.
Yeah.
YouTube gave me the confidence to literally even go buy at the electronics store downtown Riverside.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And-
Electronics warehouse.
Exactly. And
It's
put
huge.
that shit back in there because when they did it on video, it looked so simple.
Of course.
I was like, fuck, you don't need a fucking class for this. Put the shit back in, screwed everything back on, plugged that bitch in.
Oh,
Boom.
for real?
I like
Bro.
it. And
Bro.
the
I
house
was
went
like,
up in flames.
Get
that's
that. And
dope.
that was 2 years later.
Yeah.
But
that
no,
was
like
different.
yeah, YouTube. That's when I fell in love with
That's dope.
YouTube because I realized that there's so many people. There's only so many products.
Yeah.
So and there's
Yeah.
so many people.
Yeah.
There's more people than there are products. That's
Yeah.
why they want you to buy it over
Yeah.
and over. So there's
And
never
videos.
I've never went on YouTube and have not been able. I don't
Find
care if it's
something.
just how to unlock a zip tie.
Yes.
Random.
Yes.
Bro, I had one zip tie left one time when I was working for
And you had
Just
you,
Network.
you were like, fuck, I
and
need to
had
reuse this.
To get it. I had to use it because I did it too tight.
Uh-huh.
Bro, I had to. It was like an inspection thing. You
Yeah.
had to.
Yeah.
So fucking I went on YouTube,
It was the only one.
last resort, how to reuse a zip tie. Bro, safety pin and a little locking mechanism,
Yeah.
pulls it right
out.
back out.
Like a handcuff
And
type
it
of
like
Yeah,
thing.
literally
exactly.
saved. Like
Yeah.
so, that's
Exactly.
when I fell in love with fucking YouTube.
That's dope.
Bro.
I love YouTube,
Yeah,
man.
Facts, random
Yeah.
facts.
So like literally, if you run into a situation you don't have the knowledge, that's the
YouTube.
beautiful thing about the internet. That's why I would sign up for Elon Musk, fucking that thing. Imagine if you had every YouTube video, you could download the information like that.
I know.
That's crazy.
You would know
Neuralink.
everything.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And if you had a creative mind, you would at least know how to eventually, band-aid it for the situation.
Yeah, dude,
MacGyver that shit.
My 7-year-old goes,
Yeah.
YouTube it, Dad.
This is it.
Yeah.
YouTube,
Yeah,
Dad.
he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
Look at. I'll read you my. This is raw from my phone right here. Look, it says pizza hot dog trafficking.
Mm.
Okay. The next one
That
is.
sounds suspicious.
The next one is the
Hot
biggest.
dog traffic.
No, that's
your explore page?
this
Okay.
is the home page, the home button.
Okay.
And this guy, he does a cool show, NPC show
Is
clips.
this a Russian guy?
No, he's Asian, but he lives in Poland now because
Oh, shit.
he got fucked with over here. So he had to leave.
Political asylum.
Yes, he had to leave the country.
Mm.
So
Could you imagine if the Chinese start snitching on the secrets of the trade?
dude, I know.
Or is that what they're doing?
He talks about everything.
Okay.
It's called NPC show.
NPC show.
NPC. He talks about it. He goes on for
N
3
or P?
hours. He streams his show every day.
N
Day.
or P?
Yeah,
That's
no,
too
I know,
much.
but
At
if
3
you
hours?
but if you let
Every
it
day.
run, like if you're at the house, I
That's
can hear.
AirPod.
You can
right
catch
there.
something.
Exactly.
No, M or
Okay.
N?
NPC show.
Okay.
If you want to learn about all the like Pizzagate, all the human trafficking
Shut the fuck
arrests,
I do. It
that
just
kind of
gets strange. It's so
It does.
unbelievable that it's almost hard to believe.
What
I know,
else?
but
Like I gotta know. It makes me feel that the Pizzagate. It makes me feel like 50% is truth, 50%
Dude,
is fabric.
look at all the people getting arrested just this week. Yesterday, 11
Who?
people got arrested for human
Who get
trafficking
arrested
in
every day?
Hollywood. Producers, bro.
No namers or
serious?
producers?
Yes. One guy jumped to his death because I'm pretty sure he didn't want to be charged
What's
and
his
arrested for.
I'll just look it up. Producer jumped to his death.
Yeah, that's him. That was yesterday.
Producer
Yeah.
jumps to his death.
So let me go on my feed. The biggest problem for new filmmakers: do not step on the NY logo at Yankee Stadium. Video
Holy
frame
shit.
rates.
Yeah. Sting
Welcome
Bean.
back, JFK Jr. Vintage $100 lens. How to name your podcast. $4,000 VW. Keep up a modified Jeep, whatever. The first King Taco stand. Oh,
Look at this shit.
Isaac Cappy, Tom Hanks video. And then one more. Joe Negro ejected from a baseball game.
Oh wow.
Joe Negro.
Oh,
When he
yeah,
went out
yeah.
the file and anyway, so it's
That's
that kind
all-
of
yeah,
that's my
it's-
feed.
Let's cycle really quick back
Yeah.
down to the producer jumped to his death. To his death. Look how they
Bing.
spun this
His name's
shit.
Bing, right?
Yeah. Steve Bing
Steve
dies by suicide after being depressed due to COVID-19.
Wow, that's a
What-
fucking false
That's
flag
a spin
as
on
fuck.
a spin on a spin.
Dang.
So I know
Wow.
I know guys who know him.
Top Gun director Tony Scott jumps with. Well, that's a long time ago.
So
Wow.
so if you go on to producers or Hollywood,
I got
you know what you can Google Hollywood
Mhm.
Clinton indictments, and you'll from yesterday you'll find 11 producers,
Wow.
Hollywood executives
Not talked about.
But Clinton's not,
not talked about.
arrested yet.
No, she's not.
Not yet.
Or him. So this guy Steve Bing that just jumped to
Mhm.
his death from the 27th
Did he
floor.
jump to his death?
was he supposed to testify?
Did he jump to his death?
He could have for some immunity or something, but
Right.
he was also involved with the Clinton. He was one of the he's like Clinton's like homie that he's his main consultant.
So a lot of deaths.
Bill
are gonna
Clinton's
happen.
main
Oh,
consultant, dude.
Are you
He's got a lot of
serious?
consultants.
Dude, this fool been to Epstein Island. He's got to have been.
You know
for
what,
sure.
I haven't seen the.
So all this
Netflix
shit that
thing
was
yet.
coming out right
Have
now.
you seen it?
Which one?
The Netflix.
Oh, dude, it's so depressing, bro.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I saw it. I
it truthful,
left
you
to
think?
yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm like at episode 2.
Dude,
When it comes to children,
that's
it's
all you need
hard
to
for me
watch.
to
Man.
watch
That's all you
it,
need to
yo.
watch.
Yeah, it's hard. Is
But
there?
it could be. I mean, with those type of things,
It's
it
just- it's
could be
just-
one sided. Like
Yeah.
Okay,
but
when you have a
just playing middleman. Here.
no,
No,
of
no,
course, when
that
you
was not
have
it, for
a
sure.
circuit
Yeah.
of people,
If people keep saying
and
it,
a
it's
train
true.
of individuals,
Yeah,
like
it's true.
yeah,
Or
dude.
it's truer than true, which means they're trying to dump it on one person, and half of the people agreeing are guilty as well.
Okay, the guy that we
You know what I'm
need
saying?
is dead.
Right.
blame goes to him.
Yeah.
The blame goes to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay. I'll dig into that.
And they were like, "Oh, he's
Right.
died. I guess all
Yeah.
everything
saying
didn't
that the
happen."
George Floyd police officer is tied into that as well. That's what makes me feel like, okay, this is like, it's like the COVID-19 reverse, double, triple spin. It's
Dude,
like,
it's all a triple spin. This is the worst. I don't want to say the worst because you know what? I love to be alive.
right.
I'm glad I
But
was.
information
I was glad to go to
Yeah.
Walmart today free
Yeah.
while we can.
You probably got the COVID, but it's okay.
Jesus. I have a friend who had it, but she's
Yeah?
fine. She's fine now.
She's dead now.
Of course, of course. Inside, she's been dead inside for like. No, okay, there's a million cases. There's a million cases. Where are the deaths? Where are the deaths?
They're hidden.
Where are the deaths?
They're hidden.
In the
They're
fucking
coming.
nursing homes. They're
They're
fucking.
coming.
Come on.
But we're testing more, so that's why.
Yeah,
It's
of
a
course,
spike.
but who's dying? Everyone's got fucking coronavirus.
We're all
You had
dying, Dave.
coronavirus before. You had
Dave,
coronavirus
we're
before. I had
all
coronavirus
dying.
before. Everybody's got it. We had
Even
it.
if we're not dying
If
of
you go
COVID.
to the medical, the AMA encyclopedia.
Yes. AMA.
Yeah. On page
American
1561 in 1989.
Yes.
It's going to say coronavirus
Right.
is a common cold.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just a different strain.
Right.
So
But this is like the hood cold of colds.
it's a different strain. It's a different.
Right.
That's all. This
Like
is novel because it's
chronic.
new. It's a new cold.
I feel you.
New cold. Anyways, don't get me started, Travis.
Let's have a moment of silence for COVID-19.
Fuck COVID-19.
Yo, I'm thinking of getting a tattoo
Of
of
COVID-19.
COVID-19.
Jesus, get it right
I
here.
survived.
Get it like the
Yeah.
ice cream cone like Gucci Mane.
No, no, I'm thinking like the
That'd be
little
hard.
COVID-19 teardrop. You dig?
Laugh,
You know?
laugh now.
No,
cry
like
later.
it's in the shape of a teardrop, but like it says, if you look close, COVID-19.
It's gonna and then under it put fuck it mask off.
Exactly. Shut up. You push it like one of those birthday cards.
Yeah.
Mask. No. Wouldn't that be dope? Little microchip.
Yeah.
Insert here.
Right?
Yeah, but don't get me started on that fucking Pizzagate bullshit, man. Because it's a whole.
no,
Like I
get
said, it's a whole
started,
circuit,
get
man.
started, Because
It's a whole
I'm
circuit.
ashamed that I didn't even know about.
I've been watching this shit for years. Years.
Netflix talks about that, right?
Literally about a year ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have
Yeah.
to finish. I have to finish it.
But what's
I'm
hard
almost
for
done.
me
It's fucked up, man. It's like it just got it
Yeah.
didn't it just got me like I don't want to say depressed because I know what
Are they
being depressed is
focusing
like.
just on its kids? It's adults
No.
too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Men, women,
Yeah.
children.
So I mean, yeah, they're young.
They're raping
They don't
everybody here.
see, but the thing is, they don't talk about the little kids. They talk about oh, she was 16, she was
16-ish,
17.
They talk about the blood, the fair blood that they're selling.
adrenochrome.
A
yeah.
what?
Adrenochrome.
There's a name to this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Adrenochrome.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Wow.
Crazy.
But and then too, if anybody has like the video of Hillary Clinton, like they call it the frazzle drip video.
She's almost dead though. They're pretty
because
old.
she's out of fucking adrenochrome.
I see what you did there. But actors are taking it
A
too.
bunch of people.
Of course,
it's
of
a
course.
thing.
It is. It's a
What's the black
it's like
model?
it's like a rite of passage
Campbell?
to enter
Yeah.
into.
Like satanic-ish.
It is satanic because they go with the satanic worshiper or the leader.
Mhm.
That's like the one that ushers in all the new
Could it
converts.
just be vanity and not satanic?
So vanity.
Maybe we see
hold
it
on,
as satanic,
but
it's really just for vanity.
vanity is what
longevity.
got Satan kicked out, or the devil Lucifer got kicked out of heaven for.
Oh, that's
was
deep.
for being vain.
That's deep. History
that
does
was
repeat itself.
that was his sin. That was
Holy
his sin.
shit.
That's why he got kicked out.
Yeah.
But it's that whole. It is satanic, bro.
Mhm.
Like, and listen.
I don't really
No.
have like if you really think about it, think
Yeah.
about it this way.
Yeah.
You're saying it's satanic because you're
Yeah.
steadfast in your belief of satanic ideals and everything, right?
Yeah. In
But if a person
my
wasn't-
discernment
Right.
of my spiritual beliefs,
like that.
yes.
I don't have that
For-
steadfast
so for-
of
so
belief
for- so for
in
you-
satanic cults and
Okay,
stuff
so
like
for
that.
you,
Yeah.
It would be good and evil. If you say, okay, what would you
Same
say?
difference.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
It's same but different.
Right.
So if I say, hey Travis,
Mhm.
would you like to see a 7-year-old get her face ripped off
Mhm.
and them cut open her wrist so they can drink the blood? Do you think that's good or evil?
That's pretty fucking evil.
Okay, it's that kind of
Yeah.
thing, and it's that
I got
extreme.
you.
It's that extreme.
I got
You don't really have to discern too much
Right.
because it's just not normal.
But the reason, this is why I feel like the reason why I can't just call it satanic, it's just evil because that happens. Remember that famous war photograph of the little girl? She's naked. She's running from a fucking nuclear bomb. Dropped in the country. You know what I mean? That's to me. That's the same thing. So like, it's hard for me to just define.
When kids
it's
are
almost
involved
glorifying
anyway.
a certain evil.
Yeah.
Giving them rank over another evil. You feel me?
But my thing is, listen, there's heaven and hell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's on and off.
Right.
There's black and white. There's one and there's two.
Well, there's brown,
Thanks for listening to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry,
We gotta go. But no, that for me, like it's one or the other.
Brown guys.
Like you can't walk the line. There's no middle ground. Like you turn the light off or turn them on.
Yeah, that's
like
it.
you want to dim them. Okay, it's hurting my fucking eyes. Can we turn it off already?
Exactly.
Like it's getting hot. Like you know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. That's what I'm talking about. So that's the way that I'm trying to explain it to you. Is for you,
right?
You know, not to say that I'm different, that much different than you, because
You're
but I know your values because we're on the same plane.
Right.
But for me, my spiritual awareness is special to me.
Right.
And it's different.
And
for
that's
you.
all subjective.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
And no.
Who's the biggest star you're gonna get creamed for this?
Tom Hanks.
Next to him.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, I
Oprah Winfrey.
Keep going.
I see that one. Oprah Winfrey for sure.
Who's the next one?
Makes no
Rita
sense
Wilson, of course.
How hard she wrote for him when he was accused all these years. Like she still vouched for him. It makes zero sense.
What about
or Naomi Campbell?
Robert De Niro.
Not De Niro. Damn.
Madonna.
Madonna.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Damn. I should have known with the Tribeca thing.
You see?
This thing's been going on for years.
This is okay. So just like a little paragraph of why this is, Christian. So
I always saw Robert De Niro. I'm sorry.
No.
Al Pacino as like good and evil.
Yeah.
But I never knew which one was good and which one was evil.
Now you know.
Now I know. Fucking Scarface came out on top.
Yeah.
God
yeah. Fucking yeah.
That blew my mind right now.
So what it is, and I'll give an explanation of what like Epstein Island was about.
Right.
And so like it was put together for these elites.
Right.
Oh, and Bill Gates too, of course.
Oh,
yeah.
Dang, that's a lot of names.
No.
It was put together for these people to say, hey, we have a place that you can come and you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Okay.
No one's gonna be there, but us.
Okay.
And by the way, there might be some
very famous people.
There's gonna be famous people here, but we're gonna have little Sasha and Jennifer over here in the pool. Do what you want. It's only us.
Right.
So, and what we're gonna do? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this whole thing, and then we're gonna get what is ours.
Right.
And it's only between us.
Right.
And so what happened was that, and this is 3/4 speculation because of course, when you have
it's not far fetched.
When you have thousands of people saying the same story and confirming through
that's all you need.
3 out of 4. So 75% of the things that you hear, if you hear it over and over, like, yo, man, what's gotta be true? Like, yo, man, Dave's a dick, bro. What? Yeah. Oh no, he's cool.
That's a perfect example. That's what I wanted to
out of us. Exactly. Be like, hey, Jonah's fucking. He's a weirdo, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, word. Yeah, Christian. Hey, man, what's up with Jonah? He's a weirdo, bro. And so it's that kind of thing.
Right.
So they said, oh, okay, cool, no problem. We'll take whoever you want. It's only for us. The us being the elite.
People in power, the money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
it's not far fetched from history.
And say, hey, you know what? So this is what we're gonna do to ensure that you stay in our commune and make sure that you don't leak this out. We're gonna take pictures and we're gonna take a video of you. And this is how. This is how we all stick together. So that's how it became this whole thing, and so that's why they have dirt on everybody. So the fringe people who knew, like Epstein, and who are consultants for Clinton, Mr. Bing,
because that's how they pay them.
Yeah. So he said, "Hey, maybe
Follow
Bill,
the
maybe
money.
Bill Clinton asked Mr. Bing, like, hey man, I'm
But think
about to
about
go
it.
to this island.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll take care of everything over here for you. The producers
But
over
remember
here,
all the
yeah,
generous donations,
Of
and
course.
consultant pay,
Yeah.
and all that other
Yeah.
shit. He would have had to explain that. Well, what did you do?
It doesn't
to
matter when
deserve
when
this
it
$250,000 they just gave you.
It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter when it's involved because all the people who are involved are usually like Harvey Weinstein,
Yeah.
Weinstein, whatever. He was involved. It's that whole group. It's like, hey, you know what? Don't worry about it. No,
Right.
we'll just let it go.
So who's protecting him?
Nobody now.
No. It's out there.
Protecting who?
But a lot of stuff. Okay, when I say
Protecting-
protecting them, I mean judicial wise. Who's protecting them there? It's
Good
out
question.
there,
Good question.
but
So
who's protecting
so
them?
you know the guy that
Only
just
one person in power.
you know the guy that just got fired.
Yeah.
One of the judges was Berman.
because he didn't vote with the trans decision. or
No,
something.
fuck
That
that.
wasn't about
no.
that?
This fool, he didn't want to indict any of these people that were.
Right.
So Hollywood's getting caught up on all their trafficking and all their fucking
Right.
pedophilia shit
Right.
now.
They
He
no longer
would-
have the power.
This guy Berman was protecting the guys who are in office, like
Right.
Obama, fucking Michelle Obama, Hillary
both going
Hillary
down.
Clinton. Who else is up there?
Trump.
Trump's
He's very tight with Epstein.
he did.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
he-
he's
he-
been there.
Extremely tight.
No, he didn't go to the island, but he didn't
How
know
do you
him.
know that?
We'll find out. We'll find
Will
out.
we though?
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out.
Okay.
But I'm just saying. So
It
all
sounds
these
like
people
all
that
these
were
people
protecting, like
that
this
were
guy
there-
Berman, he's protecting the
Right.
U.S.
You know,
Congress and all the bullshit and all these guys that were
maybe he's
presidents.
protecting himself.
That's
Yeah.
so you're gonna see about him.
I just want to see the first person go down. Like
So the
legit,
problem,
that's
you know
good.
what I'm
so this
saying?
is
one-
the,
one
so this is
super
the
legit.
issue. This is the issue.
Once one goes
There's
down, it's gonna be
no-
like dominoes.
No, this is
Yes,
the
it
issue.
is.
There is no. It's the mafia, bro.
It is.
But hear
Okay.
me out. Only one person takes the fall, or a group
No.
of people take. They
Dude,
never
you don't,
take the
you
whole
don't remember
entire-
watching Casino?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can
but
see
who
it.
survived? There, a bunch of them survived, bro. They clipped the liability. The whole system.
Do you
is a
remember Goodfellas?
liability.
You watch Casino?
They clipped
It's
the
the same thing.
liabilities.
It's
They
the
clipped
same
the
thing.
Bro,
And
who
you know who
survived?
Trump is like? He's like fucking.
Robert De Niro.
No, he's like the guy.
Which
Henry
Did
Hill.
Robert De Niro get
Henry Hill.
clipped?
Henry Hill.
Ray
Trump-
Liotta.
So in Goodfellas, Donald Trump is Henry Hill. Ray Liotta. That's
so
him.
He's gonna get clipped.
He did some dirt,
Oh,
but it
hold on, what
but
I'm
it wasn't the
saying is-
dirt that everybody wanted to get him
Right.
for. It was just for him being associated with that shit,
Okay.
and everybody else got fucking popped because you were doing dirt, and he fucking sold you out.
all those dirty cops, all those dirty actors, or whoever
yes.
wasn't. They need to just.
So once it goes, it's gonna be like
Eliminate.
dominoes, boom, boom, boom,
bad.
boom, boom, because everyone's gonna be like, no, fuck, or you're gonna see a bunch of suicide murders,
So all I'm hearing right now is
and nobody listen. You don't have 56 friends who's committed suicide, bro. It
Right.
just doesn't happen. I barely know 56 friends.
but
So
they're presidents.
no, I'm talking about Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton's friends. 56 people. These people have died within 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but
50.
they
Okay,
know
make it
hundreds of
57.
people. They know royalty.
But that's a lot of people.
To us, it's a lot of people.
I know
To the
hundreds of
entire-
people.
Yeah.
They know hundreds
Do
of people.
you? No, what I'm saying is I agree
That's
with
a
you.
lot of people.
I agree with you and what you're saying, just not the logic behind how you arrived there. I'm just saying that, like, I agree that there's a good chance that a lot of these politicians, a lot of these actors are all very bad people. But what I think is going to reveal more than anything is that the powers to be
Yeah.
are people that have been in office for a very long time
Yeah.
that people don't think are as powerful as they are.
Yeah.
And when the shit hits the fan,
Mm-hmm.
this country will react like we think that, like, this country is on like a specialty train where things happen differently. You feel me? History always repeats itself.
Yeah.
England, the way it got fucking disrupted,
Yeah.
anytime in history is going to be the same way we'll be disrupted.
Yeah. It's weird.
usually
It's
by
weird.
war,
It's weird.
money, and controversy. We're just
You
turning
mean
into
you mean
England.
you mean like riots,
Yeah.
virus outbreaks?
Yes.
Our
yes.
Yeah.
times now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1990, 1980, 1970, 1960, 1950. Just go down a line. It's the same show over and over again.
We'll go all the way back to 1640 to or 1620 to 2000.
Now we just need bigger, more audacious distractions. Weather used to be enough. Hurricanes in fucking Miami.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Listen, you're human.
Right.
You can only put fear into somebody so much until you. If I,
they become
this is how it is. If I saw you every day, and you were intimidating me,
right,
and we just sat right here. I had no physical contact with you. Right. I just sat here in this chair, and you sat in that chair, and you threw all kinds of propaganda at me, talking shit, cussing me out, say you're gonna kick my ass.
Light your chair on fire.
As soon as you leave this shit, I'm gonna fucking slash your tires. And of course,
you just drunk poison.
Yeah, exactly.
I
and if I left here, and then hey, I might think about it, and I might even be scared. Be like, fuck, maybe my car's gonna blow up. And if I come back the next time, and you say the same shit over and over again, and say, you know what, man, like last time this shit didn't happen. Like I feel fine. Like I'm happy. Like I took a shower today. I went to the store. I came here, and the only thing that I thought that was fucking negative is you. Not me. I didn't do anything. Nothing happened to me.
Right.
Like you're just talking shit. Now I'm tired of you. And now I'm gonna go on the offensive.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. All these people who are putting all these manipulative things together are just humans. So if you realize that, hey, humans don't control you, Travis. They think they can control you, and people think that they can just because they're in charge, like Governor Newsom or fucking Trump or whoever it is, Gaddafi, whoever it was, Castro. Listen, when you say, hey, if there's somebody like-minded like me, and then we can say, hey, let's talk about this intelligently and put together a plan that you and me can come together and say, hey, you know what? Come sit out. Next time I come here, I want them to sit here next to, and he's going to say, hey, you know what, man? I've heard the guy that I used to sit at the table with talk to me like this, and this is what I did.
Right.
And I think that's where we have to get to the point where it's like, hey, man, these people are just like you and me. However many it would be, 50, but you know what? There's 3.5 million of us. Like 50 people don't speak for 3.5 million people. It doesn't work like that.
But so that's where it's at.
But that's where people have to understand that's not how the way it is. And I think, and I'm hoping that people are saying, hey, you know what, man? Especially like business owners. If they say a second wave and a second lockdown is coming, I know they haven't said the second lockdown is coming, but they're gonna point to that.
Right.
And I hope that the business owners will say, you know what, man, you guys are full of shit. I'm keeping my business open. If you want to arrest me, arrest me.
They will.
Because I need to run this business, and you're not in control of this. I am. This is mine. I built this on my sweat and tears.
Back to the prohibition days, because there's going to be so many COVID. What do they call it? Speakeasies, but there's like COVID speakeasies.
Well, that's the thing. And like today, there was Sharky's. They closed down for today because someone had COVID. Like, yeah, I get it. You guys are doing. You guys are doing your part, but everybody's fine. Everybody, they want to think either you have COVID or you're gonna get COVID or you're asymptomatic, which is fucking bullshit. You don't have the shit. That's it. You don't have it. Either you don't, or either you do or you don't. You know what I mean? That's it.
No, I feel you.
So, you just have to stand. There's a point where you just have to say, hey, man, no more. Like you already no. You already showed us this your hand.
Exactly.
We're not. This is a fucking losing hand.
This is one of them. This is just one. Bro, the next tactic that I see coming, like I said, more audacious. The UFO thing.
So that's coming
Senate,
up. That's coming up.
The news story today was the Senate is requiring
or overlapping
the intelligence are requiring the intelligence department to release UFO, or what do they call it now? Unidentified.
They changed it.
They changed the name of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're rebranding UFOs to make them seem
Hillary
less
Clinton
threatening. Yeah,
Clinton changed it.
Exactly.
What is it now?
It's not unidentified.
It's
It's
not
not,
UFO.
They changed it though,
exactly.
really?
They changed it. They're remarketing
Yeah.
UFOs.
Wow.
E.T. was too
So
scary.
you don't think it's a UFO?
Exactly.
It's modern.
So now the cat's out of the bag. Basically, they're saying, there's some shit out there. We don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
We have no idea.
That's next.
Yes, we're hunting them.
Yeah.
Can't catch them.
They're
gonna
come.
fast.
They're here.
Exactly.
If we don't do this,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna kill us.
Yeah. so the fear tactic obviously works. We're primitive creatures.
For most.
Yes. We don't have the ability to move forward without being in a group.
Yeah.
You know, one person, we're not an ant colony. We can't systematically come together in such a short time. Other than what just recently happened, which was more of an experiment that I think just failed miserably. When it comes down to the next fear tactic, it has to be bigger than the disease.
It has to be
extreme.
Exactly. And it
super
can't be a
extreme.
world war because we're too intelligent to fall for the bombing bullshit. You feel me? You actually got to live there. They're not trying to destroy shit like that.
Oh, here it goes.
It's
It's a UAP.
You ate.
Unidentified aerial phenomena.
Oh my
Wait in
God.
line.
Phenomena. What is the definition of phenomena? It's not a fucking phenomena. It's on planet Earth flying
But
through the air.
it's not a UFO
It's not
anymore.
a fucking phenomena.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Pandemic,
thank God for the
phenomena,
Space Force.
Phenomena, whatever.
Yeah, thank God for the Space Force. When are they going to release the technology that they so happen to come across
Which one?
that they use in the Space Force?
Which one is that?
Anti-gravity.
They have that already. They've had that since 1954, by the way.
invisibility,
They've got that.
Heatless projectile.
They have that.
No, I know. That's why I'm bringing it up.
They have all that shit. And
Yeah.
they have a base on the
And they have
dark
a
side of the
police
moon,
station.
by the way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So that's where fucking Mac went?
Yeah.
No, Mac.
Yeah.
Mac
McDonald's.
Mac tonight.
Oh,
Yeah. Remember?
Yeah.
He just disappeared.
Oh yeah.
He's
Big
living
moon.
on the other side of the
I thought you were talking about Mac and Me. Remember that movie?
No,
He goes,
Mac. The McDonald's Mac guy who used to
No,
say.
Big Moon Head. That's
oh,
what
yeah.
it was.
It's a Mac tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that
Yeah.
guy. I like that guy.
Holy shit! How do you remember that jingle?
Bro, I was born in the
That's
I
like
was born in the
75.
90s, bro. Of course. I know.
It's an action figure
Anyways.
for a little toy for McDonald's
tight.
in storage.
Yeah, he was,
In the
was
car?
smooth with the piano.
Yeah, in a little black
Yeah.
car, I think.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rolling. I'd be like, yo, where your other eye at though?
But these are all the things, man, that
Mhm.
people who aren't as intelligent as you or Christian or
Mhm.
myself, of course, because
Yeah, don't leave
we have a
yourself out.
podcast and we know everything.
Yeah.
I
I mean, basically.
but if someone said to the layman, be like, "Hey, man, listen, aliens just touched down,
Yeah.
and here's."
Oh, dang, that's weird. to
Like,
hear.
let me go get my cell phone.
That's what I mean. So what we
Yeah.
can, but here's what they can do now.
Mhm.
You can manipulate a video
Mhm.
and make it look. I can put your face onto Martin Luther King's head or body right now.
No, you can't.
Absolutely, I
What
can.
wizardry is this?
Yeah, it's called deep fakes.
What?
You can do that. They have porn movies
Yeah.
with Natalie Portman,
Mhm.
Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, with regular porn stars,
Those
of
are
course.
that was really Scarlett Johansson. She just had a boob change.
But they did this with they put
Yeah.
Barack Obama like on
Yeah.
little on like in the Biggest Smalls
Yeah.
video, that kind of thing.
Yeah, a little cool.
Yeah.
Anything like
Projects.
that. So
And
They
that's
become
just a
cool.
rough version of it.
yeah, so if you
Yeah.
imagine
The
if you
CIA
if you see hey
supercomputer.
What's that
if
guy
if you
right
s-
here?
if you see and I'll use Project Mockingbird.
Mm.
If
I
you
know that
if you
very
use
well.
Project Mockingbird
Yeah.
to use a video that's shown on every mainstream media
Yep.
channel
At the same time,
and say, hey, aliens touched down in Australia, in Russia,
it
in
becomes fact.
in Canada,
Yeah.
in
And
Antarctica.
ain't nobody in fucking Russia over there. They already occupied it.
Exactly.
Wiped it out.
And everybody
Yeah.
would go into a panic as fuck and be
Oh,
like, "Oh shit, this is real." No, and dude,
Yeah.
I can make a video like that.
Yeah.
You can
Imagine what those
yeah.
guys could do.
Imagine, and especially the mainstream media controlling all
they
this
did
shit.
it with radio.
They
Was
do it with
War of the
everything, man.
Think about
Exactly.
it, War of the Worlds.
Exactly.
They did it in radio. That's how-
Beds, all of that.
And so I hear.
Hey,
So people are like,
evil.
so I on the
They've
group
been experimenting
on the
on
groups
us for a long time.
of, and yeah, it's been decades.
Yeah.
This is like all the
What
tests.
if all these
All the tests.
experiments were actually not the government's experiments, but the aliens' experiments for them to be able to be accepted?
I know how to beat them, Travis. I watched the
Yeah.
movies.
Oh man, well,
gotta
movies
stab
help.
them in
It's
the
gonna be
heart.
like total opposite.
Alien
information.
versus Predator. Have
Yeah.
you watched
Actually,
it?
No, you got to play that one Neil Diamond song, like on Mars.
Which one?
It's unbelievable.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
guy
Is
from
that,
Mars.
The
Was
Prob-
that the song they were
Yeah,
playing?
yeah,
It made them
yeah.
explode. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
just got to get that song on deck.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fuck, man.
Carlton's Dance.
Yeah.
So that's
So I think that was the song they were playing.
Tom Jones. You're
Tom
right.
Jones.
Tom Jones.
Yeah.
My man.
Yeah.
Alien fucking assassination.
That's it.
Love that.
It's okay. We know how to defeat him, bro. I
no,
watched
man.
Signs. You
Yeah.
just throw water on them, bro. They're
That's
fine.
it?
That's it.
I got a hose all
water.
day on deck, ready, locked and loaded.
Like, motherfucker, I got this
But they
super
can do,
soaker right
they can
here.
do anything
Yeah.
Got to build a pool.
if they all do. See, that's what I mean. Like if you if the mainstream media unites
Yeah.
on this shit, they can dupe a huge population.
Yeah.
The people who are glued to that.
Bro.
Oh, I have to watch CNN today.
Not a
Yeah.
huge.
What's going on?
All the population.
It starts mentally. Everything starts mentally.
Yeah.
It's gonna-
All the
And it's a little teaser, like they said a couple months ago. Hey, here's the UFO tapes.
yeah.
I'll be
This
like,
is
oh my
incredible.
When
god!
they-
Hey,
the
Karen,
video started circulating.
did you see these UFO tapes?
And why are they all over Brazil? What the fuck? Like they like
They're gonna take
Big
that
butts?
They wanna-
statue.
Like, what the
They're gonna
fuck?
take that statue
Hey,
off.
they
That's gonna
wanted
be
they
the
wanted
move.
What the
they wanted to
fuck
say
is
who's
that
that big
about?
ass dude? Oh, it's Jesus.
what if they thought that
We
was
outta
a
here.
Eliminate
person,
big people first.
and they
Yeah.
keep going to Brazil like, oh, that's what they look like.
Yeah.
That
He
and the
doesn't
Statue of
move.
Liberty done.
Yeah, exactly.
Idiots.
Done.
Yeah,
It's gonna be some
Stupid-ass
stupid
aliens.
uh
Yeah.
trend like that. Oh,
Yeah.
what's
exactly.
next?
What do you think?
Man,
they would
I watched
want?
Independence Day. I know
What
what
do
to
you
do.
think they would want if they came
Who?
here? Aliens.
I don't know what if I can't. There has to be some form.
Wait, Travis, are you serious?
Are they nice?
Yeah. What
Are
do
they
you
nice
want?
Are you
people?
serious?
I think that
Are they getting ran out of
the
the country?
nature of anything in the universe is good and bad.
You know what they should have done?
Everywhere, huh?
They should have
Everywhere.
came 1,000 years ago
They-
when
who
we
said
didn't
they
have
did
no
it?
fucking lasers and guns and
They did-
F-16s.
Bro, they did come a couple. They made a skate ramp
No, I
in the
know.
middle of Egypt.
You know why? Because
Yeah.
they've always been here. To be honest,
What if they?
Men in Black ain't
what
far,
if-
huh?
Think about it like this:
it's not, man.
for them
it's
to
not.
travel faster than we can travel, doesn't it mean that even if they're
It's
here in the
instantaneous.
future, they've already been here in the past?
Yes,
Multiple
they've
times.
been here. They're still here. They're still
plant
here.
little
Exact-
things.
No, like to them, we're developing, and they're on their way here. And they're like, these fools don't even know we're
Yeah.
on our way. We already been there.
Yeah. So
You know what I mean?
So,
So oblivious.
on
we
some
are.
dimension
you want me?
of
You
shit.
want me to tell you what I believe in a
Yes.
couple sentences? So
Okay.
the angels got kicked out of heaven.
Mhm.
They got sent to Mount Hermon in the
Greece?
in Israel
Israel. Okay.
or
So the devil.
no the devil got kicked out by himself.
Okay.
But the angels that
But
he,
how did they
that
know to
he
send
took
them
away-
here?
Hold on, just listen.
Okay. my bad.
They got sent to Mount Hermon.
MapQuest.
Yeah, MapQuest. You can MapQuest it. Look it up, dude. On
No,
listen,
I'm,
hold on.
I'm going to
Look
it up.
look this up on.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this is so fascinating.
Yeah.
By the way, look up Gilgamesh.
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 Gilgamesh. Spell it for me.
G-I-G-A.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Gilga.
Mesh.
L-M-E-S-H. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Look at Gilgamesh tomb, and they found these fools
It's in Syria.
Giant tomb.
in Syria. Yes,
No.
this fool was fucking 14 feet tall. They found him complete with
Okay.
another dude that they named the Anunnaki after.
Okay.
Enuki or something. That was him.
Right.
They found these two dudes alive.
Right.
So these were the gods back then, and
What do you mean
Gilgamesh
alive?
Gilgamesh actually wrote a book, which is the
Yeah.
Epic of Gilgamesh,
Okay.
and so he was one of the ones that they found.
Right.
But anyways, so the predecessors to them, the gods, whatever, the angels that came
That's
down.
what the movie with the ball guy did.
Breaking Bad.
No. It's a dope movie.
Funny,
thinking
comedy,
no,
drama.
It's about like life
historic.
before Earth.
Interesting.
And him.
Please
like,
find it because I want to watch it.
Oh, you've watched it already. It's right.
For
on the
real?
tip of
It's
my
a classic.
tongue. Yeah, it's
White guy, black guy, Mexican dude,
It's it starts with a P.
Filipino. Is that P?
Uh,
Philippines is.
F. It depends.
I see F. Yeah.
He's like a
Why,
an
though?
alien, but he's a human,
Yeah.
and he lands on Earth.
Yeah.
He like puts some shit in the water.
Oh, that's Quantum Leap.
No, he puts some shit in the water, and then like it's supposed to be like the pre-Earth,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
how it all started.
So
it's a
okay, let me finish real quick.
Yeah.
So
go
the angels got sent here
ahead.
to have them landed in Mount Hermon. Of course, these fools knew how to do everything. They knew how to because in my belief, heaven has all the tide technology. They know everything. They know how to do everything. They know how everything was created. So what they did, they slept with all the people who were on Earth. They showed them all their tricks. They showed them how to plant food. They showed them how to masonry. They showed them how to make weapons. They showed them make
Skills of
iron.
life.
everything. So, and it was easy for them.
Prometheus.
And so, dude, I just watched that movie. That's one of my favorite movies. I had to watch it.
Basically what you're saying.
This is it. This is
Prometheus.
Prometheus.
Yeah, Prometheus.
Dude, Prometheus is a badass movie. I can watch that movie 10 times in one day.
Because it makes a lot of sense.
And dude.
Yeah.
And like you'd have to parallel that story with like for me with the Bible. I already know those like
That's
the parallels.
that's what I'm matching it up to.
Yeah.
It's pretty deep.
That shit is
Pretty
tight.
deep.
And
So
they came. So they came.
Yeah, that's it.
So they came and they got their DNA and they inserted it into our DNA. They made
But there was no R before they inserted it.
But there was, in my belief. So
I
we were here already.
Okay.
Humans were here already.
So the development came from that.
Yes.
Okay.
And so from that race that came, they made, because angels in stories and things that you hear and read in the Bible, these guys are big.
Right.
They're 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet tall.
Right.
And they, of course, they're kids. Like I take after my mom's side. Like her family's tall, and my brother takes after my dad's side, which we don't look. Of course, me and my brother don't look alike.
Right.
Which we gotta.
But I ain't short. Damn.
No. But we gotta look into that, man. We gotta.
You're like taller than
Let's
short.
ask mom a few more. Let's ask mom a few more questions, bro.
I know.
But no. So they came and they made this alternate race of people.
Right.
And then
this is.
And that's where Gilgamesh and Unaki came from, and these fools were 15
Huge.
feet tall, 12 feet tall.
But
that's
still
where Goliath
humans.
came from. Yes.
Right.
They were see that's the thing. So they made humans, but then the humans that came from the originals, the babies, they started they were worshipped by the humans.
Right.
And they were looked after like they were special by their own society.
Right.
Because they were the newborns, they were the firstborns, so they became gods.
Right.
And so after those
demigods,
and so after those gods, those firstborns of all that of the ladies, each family, that god started to mess with. He said, "You know what? Let me mess with the DNA even more."
Right.
He started.
And you're making mutts.
Making mutts with animals, the whole bit. So they knew how to do that whole thing. So it went into this whole different genre of beings.
Let me not blow your mind, but let me give you an alternate road to go down. Just think about this. So how they say history repeats itself.
Yeah.
What if who came is originally who had already been here?
What do you mean who came?
So in that theory, giants came back.
They're still here.
Oh, giants. Okay.
Yeah. Well, let's say they came back. There was nothing left, or there was a few people left, but they were dying. You feel me? Earth needs a revamp of the human
giants.
race.
They're here.
What if at one point
in
the
my
future,
belief, it says in the Bible,
year 3,000, 1,000 years from now, we destroy the shit out of this planet, but we gain knowledge, technology to be able to live amongst the stars.
Yeah.
Now, without gravity, it's equivalent to Earth.
Yeah.
Everything changes. Our genetics.
Yeah.
Tallest person usually is about 7 feet, 9 feet. Athletes, LeBron James.
Yeah.
Premium DNA. You feel me?
Yeah.
So now, in order to survive in space, you got these anti-gravity machines that are not working perfect. Now you got no gravity. Average human being is 10 fucking feet tall.
Yeah.
You live in space.
Yeah.
A couple hundred years. You develop more technology. You come back to Earth. See, it's in a fucking devastating state.
Yeah.
You're the only person from your space generation, hundreds of years, thousands of years, that even survived, but this is your origin.
Yeah.
This is where you originated from. So you come back. What do? Plant seeds.
No.
So what if the future is really the past, recreating the future?
It is. It is. It really is like that.
Yeah.
And like, so
You follow?
so to continue my story real quick.
Yeah.
God wasn't pleased with what they were doing down here, and they
Right.
were changing the DNA
Right.
of what he created.
Right.
And we needed his DNA to remain the same, so Jesus, his son, could be born and not have any. He couldn't be half goat.
Yeah.
He couldn't be something like that.
Right.
So he wanted a pure human.
Yeah.
He wanted a real human. So he created the flood,
Yeah.
and so they all died.
Yeah. The most fascinating thing, and I hate talking
But
about,
they were here after
Right.
also.
the most fascinating thing
Yeah.
that I always take away from the Bible. And there's a lot of shit in the
Yeah.
Bible. But the most fascinating thing to me is that Jesus died for our sins.
Yeah.
How do you die for someone's sins?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you really think about it, if you break down the
Yeah.
reason, like, this person will die so that way you can continue on sinning.
So what it was?
What is that?
It's symbolic.
It's just a
Okay.
sacrifice.
It's a sacrifice.
Right.
It's a symbolic to
But
show
how
you. Hey.
powerful is that statement if you really think about
as
it?
good as the world is today.
So
So
even,
why would
yeah.
sacrifice
It's for something
be
to
discontinued?
have
So-
someone to have
Right.
something to believe in.
Exactly,
Right.
Christian.
Yeah.
So if you
That's what I
through his
So the
teachings,
death
is-
of something created.
so
the
no,
birth of another
through
thing.
through his teachings, if you
Right.
believe this is the way, and I
Mhm.
have a Father who lives above that you will
Right.
see one day.
Right.
If this body dies and you
Mhm.
say, "Hey, I believe in God,"
Right.
and you die,
Right.
you're gonna go with Him.
Right.
And so by me dying, I'm taking your place,
Mhm.
Travis. I'm Jesus. I'll
So-
die for you.
Right.
And
I
this,
get that part.
yeah.
I'm not trying. So what I'm trying to single out, I'll say it another way.
Yeah,
Okay. So I believe everything you're saying,
yeah.
but what I'm trying to single out is the birth, the idea of birth,
Yeah.
and faith and
Yeah.
commitment could only come from sacrifice. Follow me.
Yeah.
So remember that movie I was talking about, Brother? Did you ever
Yeah,
get
yeah,
around
I did.
watching it?
I did.
Okay. So there's a moment in that movie where the
I turned it
same
off.
thing that they speak about in the Bible happens in that movie.
Mm.
So in order for that gang to survive, or their version of survival,
Which movie?
there had
Travis?
to be
Sorry.
brother.
Oh yeah.
There had
okay,
to be a
yep.
moment of sacrifice to create birth.
Right.
You did?
Right.
Remember the moment where Homeboy was like, I follow this guy
Mm-hmm.
to the end of the earth and I'll do anything for him. And then a certain situation happens that makes their jaw drop.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That was a sacrifice. You dig?
Yeah.
And then there was a birth.
Yeah.
A blind following.
Yeah.
You dig?
But that's what faith
So-
is.
Exactly. So what I'm trying to point out is that's why it's the most fascinating thing to me in that entire book,
Yeah.
because it's literally a chemical, psychological formula to create something that's
Yeah.
so powerful
Yeah.
out of one powerful moment.
So let me tell
You
you this,
dig?
and I'll relate
Yeah.
it to both you guys.
Yeah.
And it's this. So you're okay. Faith. Put it this way. So you guys have kids, and you're raising them in hopes of
Right.
they're gonna grow up believing and being cultured by
Nice people.
what you instilled and what you sacrificed for them. That's
Hopefully.
Yeah,
exactly.
hopefully.
that's
But I'm still riding if it doesn't work.
No,
way.
it doesn't
Yeah.
always work.
but that's
though.
the hope, and
Yeah.
that's faith.
Exactly.
You have faith in
Right.
your kids and your family and your
Right.
culture and what you instill into him.
If you're morally directed in the right way. Some people are born
No,
and they're only. Well,
then that's
I'm sorry.
fine.
Go ahead,
So-
go ahead.
and
My
that's-
bad.
and
that
that's-
has nothing to do with what
and
you're
that's
pointing out.
good.
Yeah.
And if that's good and evil, then
Right.
let it be. But I'm saying faith is the same thing. Your sacrifice and
Right.
whatever your beliefs are you're
Right.
instilling in him, that you have faith that 50 years from now when you can't see him,
Yeah.
that he's going to be doing exactly what you taught him, and he's going to
Right.
remember and he's going to believe
Yeah.
that my dad was right when he said,
Yeah.
you know what, when you meet somebody, shake his hand,
Mhm.
like look him in the eye, say thank you.
It may not hit until they're 27.
But it just
But
like
it will hit.
but it's just
Yeah.
like
we
It
hope
will.
it
but
will.
it's just like me. I don't live every day by all the commandments every day. I don't.
Right. should.
There's no way. Otherwise, yeah, of course. But
should.
no, of course. But that's the model of would you want your son to go around and drive reckless and crash into cars and like throw
Not crashing the cars, but I do
Molotov
want
cocktails
him-
just because he felt like it? No.
You took it to
You know what I'm saying?
Twisted Metal.
Yeah. I love Twisted Metal.
I do want him to do the good, but I also want him to have the capacity for bad.
But that's human.
Because I see the value in both.
That's human,
dig?
man. That's
Yeah,
that's
they're
human.
lessons. They're
As a
lessons.
man,
Human.
I want him to develop the decision-making ability
Yeah.
to know when to use what.
Yeah.
And hopefully 70, 80, 90% of
Yeah.
your decisions are going to lean towards, even if they're hard,
Yeah.
you may even take a loss.
Yeah. No, that's
And
cool.
you may, and all throughout your life, you're going to take a couple L's.
Yeah.
But because of those L's you took,
Yeah.
the W at the end of it could
Yeah.
be well worth it
Yeah.
for your soul,
Yeah.
not for your financial
Yeah.
gain. And that's the hardest
Exactly,
thing to teach
because
someone.
it's all the same, and it all goes
Yeah.
back. And that's what God hoped for his son.
Right.
And that happened for him.
Because he took a major L.
Of course.
Yeah.
And you believe in that. And at the end of the day, we can't take anything with us. And that's just how God and his son say, hey,
Right.
we came in here with nothing.
Right.
We're going to go out with nothing.
I say all that to say this.
Okay.
This is the second layer to the onion. What if
to
to the onion, like the onion blossom, chilies?
I'm sorry?
I never had one.
Oh, you
I
mean
always wanted
Outback, the blooming
one.
onion?
Is it Outback?
Yeah, Outback,
Oh,
bro.
I'm sorry. No disrespect, Outback.
You had me confused.
Yeah,
I was like,
I'm
they
sorry.
selling one of
I don't
those
like
now?
They competing now.
I don't like onion, but it's the perfect layer analogy. So
Okay.
yeah,
It's
I shouldn't
delicious,
even
by
went
the way.
there.
You have to-
I don't get it because I don't eat onions.
Yeah.
You have
I-
but
so you
see,
have to-
Christian, but
honestly,
you have to
I
go
don't even
if you
think
ever
onion should be
go
a food.
if you ever go to
disgusting.
Outback, get the blooming onion, but
Yeah.
tell them to double fry it or make it extra
Okay, bet. I
crispy,
will
and it's
never do
better.
that. Oh, double fry it. So destroy the onion.
It's so much better.
Okay.
It's so much better.
No, yeah, you're probably right because sometimes people like more onion taste.
Yeah,
Sometimes people-
exactly.
I got you. I'd still never do that. You know what? No, I take that back. Before I die, I would do
you
that.
would try.
Just for you.
Oh,
And then when I'm done with it,
yeah,
I'm gonna be like, "Fuck you." Shit
Mhm.
was disgusting.
yeah. The first
But-
bite,
did it.
Bucket list check.
Damn.
Okay, so this is the second layer to why I bring that point up. I think
take your time.
no, because it's you ever work your way through you know how like you ask somebody, hey, how do you do this? I did this and I did this and
I
then
don't know.
oh shit, I
don't
just
know,
figured
man.
it out.
That's
You feel me?
That's me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
I
just
don't
by
know.
speaking on it helps you like see it from
I
a
go like
different
this.
point of view. So I think there was a lot of game that was given up in the Bible. Because if you present to a people that you've sacrificed something, then you can gain a blind following behind it.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
But there was still BC. You know what I mean? Like there was
Before
still,
Christ.
yeah, exactly. So
yeah, but there was
people-
never a lesson learned like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
No
yeah,
one-
yeah. Absolutely,
Someone
absolutely,
sacrificed himself
absolutely.
for blind faith.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, yeah, like
Abraham and Isaac.
Abraham, Isaac.
Tell me the
He
story. It might
sacrificed.
be-
He was gonna sacrifice his kid.
Yeah,
Right. For
in good faith that God will take care of him.
that he would give him the
Oh.
land and give him the promises.
The story
How'd
goes like
that end?
he's gonna lift up his knife or whatever
Yeah.
sword.
Right.
He was
Soon as
about to
lifts
kill
it
him.
Up,
Uh-huh.
he sees a lamb and he sacrifices the lamb.
was
instead
caught- it was
because
caught in the
it's
bush.
Okay.
for God to take care of the child.
Yes, and say, hey, thank you for obeying me.
Yeah.
So the lesson learned is that you
Yeah.
just go with what I'm
Right.
asking you. I'm not telling you. I'm
I see.
asking you. And if you
Yeah.
believe in that,
Yeah.
I
So
got
that's
you.
just like a little
I got
story
you.
in there. Now,
Okay.
now it's like Father Abraham
So the
has
kid
many
was
sons. It
not
stems from
And
there.
so
it
from
was
Isaac-
saved
Yeah,
by being
obedient.
obedient.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's
And
all.
that's where,
Yeah.
where
No, like
it,
I
his
get
trickles
the
down
lesson.
from them the
It's
first
almost
time
like
around.
it's like slow lessons.
his
to the big
his
lesson.
faith, his
Yeah.
big faith,
Yeah.
caused him to be obedient for the
Right.
for the
The
little things.
things.
You know,
Yeah. Okay.
it's just that kind of thing.
But I mean,
Interesting.
there's a lot of parables in
Yeah.
there too.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
the Good Samaritan.
but it's all
Right.
got a circular meaning. Like every
Right.
story comes back to be like, no,
The
you
faith. You gotta
Exactly,
believe. You just
exactly.
gotta trust your instinct.
exactly, and say
got
no,
you.
just believe it. Like
Yeah.
just like like Job
Yeah.
got sick, he lost everything, but
Right.
he still believed, and so he gave him everything back.
it was a
10
test of faith.
tenfold.
Another
Right.
one.
It's
a lot
always
of tests
it's always
of faith.
like
I feel
that.
you.
Anyways,
I feel you. I feel you.
we can go back and forth all day. with
Yeah,
this
no,
shit
no, it's
because-
not even a back and forth. It's
No,
more
no,
like
we-
a
no, we're gonna- let's go
soaking-
back and
I'm
forth.
soaking
Let's
up
go back and
everything. But anyways,
Yeah.
honestly, I can go on and on.
Oh, no,
because,
please don't.
Like the more you talk to people that know stuff that you don't know,
Yeah,
or even have a perspective on the same thing you think you
that's
know.
true.
You always build off of that
And I
if
like
you're
hearing that.
open minded. Yeah, if you're
even though
open-minded.
it humbles me because I think I
Yeah.
know a lot, but I don't.
Oh, there's a few phrases that I took from my dad that I still give a lot of value today. And one of the phrases was the more you know, the more you know that you don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because even the
more
stuff
you
that
don't
you
know,
know
yeah.
becomes stuff that you don't know because it changes.
Well, it's
even gravity.
that's because
Yeah.
the more things you know, the more there is to know. Like,
Exactly.
oh, if I don't open this bottle right here,
Mhm.
I don't know what's in it. Once I get it,
Exactly.
Yeah.
now I learn about
Exactly.
insulation
Yeah.
and
Yep.
cooler
Yeah.
and material and all
Yep.
that. So
And
it's
then you
never
look
it's
at
never
just
ending.
longevity and how it could be like so like it's a never ending knowledge fest.
Yeah,
You know, it's a
Yeah.
buffet. You can never clean out a buffet. They keep bringing the food out.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Dude, there's so many deep
Yeah,
stories,
there's
in the
no-
Bible
yeah.
that are just
You can't eat it all.
it's too much sometimes.
But I love that. It's like a drug.
Yeah.
Yo, what the hell does your hat say?
This is a
Oh, yeah,
Collie
that's
Collie
right.
Dodd beer. This is
That's a nice
this is
fucking
one
hat.
of my
dude.
favorite hats. It's
Yeah.
it fit. I like the way this fits.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
but
It hides the cone.
yeah. My cone head. But let's get out of here, man. We have to get
Yes,
we got to
please.
get some
I
hats.
got a job to go
We're gonna
to,
get
man.
some teas.
I thought we were gonna
Hold
say
on,
that
hey
tonight.
player, listen. I'm only one person, bro. I'm only one person.
You're right.
But before we go, we want to give
Yes.
one more shout out to my michi
Michi
cruda.
Okay,
And-
okay. How do you say the cruda part?
Cruda.
Cruda.
Cru-
I've been working on rolling my R's.
Oh, really?
My
You know,
michi
Cruda.
cruda.
There you
That's
go.
close enough.
Right?
There you go.
If you
Yeah.
were around Mexicans,
Yes.
we'd be like, okay,
You actually
cool.
say it
Right,
better than
yeah.
me. So that's,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
Um,
okay. Cool. No, seriously, I had the stuff again last night.
Yeah.
She's working on some
New flavors.
Flavors.
Damn.
New candies.
Hey, those gummies,
Pineapple-
those
no,
gummy
dude,
bears
the
were
pineapple belts.
Dang,
pineapple belts.
Bro,
Damn.
I didn't want to bring it. I didn't want to mention
What?
it until the pineapple belts.
Until you had it.
Oh my.
So listen,
God.
Real? Yeah.
so-
like I'm drooling looking
Alright,
at it.
So listen,
alright.
It's really good.
So we have their handcrafted rim dips, my Michi Kuruda. It's Michi time hashtag. Go visit them, show them some love, buy some shit.
Yes.
My Michi Kuruda at Instagram.
yes.
And you can find them on our Instagram too. They're
Exactly.
linked in our last post.
deliveries coming soon.
Delivery's coming soon.
Oh,
And we're going to get some more product and we're going to test them out again.
new
And
product.
hopefully,
Yes.
and maybe in a couple of weeks, we'll be back out where
Yeah.
we can try it and we can give it to the people.
I
who
hope
showed
they
up
got
before.
some customers with the retros episode. I know
Oh.
they did. The people that were
Absolutely.
there were loving
Oh, yeah.
it. So
Absolutely.
I hope that helped.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I know it did. for
So
sure.
this episode is brought to you by My Michi Kuruda. And thanks, folks. We'll
And
see
we're
you.
out. Peace.
It's Michi time.
It's Michi time.
Irate masterminds. Do-do-do-do-do.
I like the
Bye,
the
folks.
freestyle. You like that? It's like a little